Woke up.
What is up? And what is going on, everyone out there?
You know, I
Appreciate
don't do this for you. I do it for me because I'm like, the whole way through it's morning, and then the music kicks up, and I'm like, oh yeah, energy. Chillmonger on. YouTube activated. Hi.
What's up? What is up? Appreciate everybody coming in this morning for the morning report.
Morning report.
Some things to get into, things to talk about, hang out, all of that good stuff. Hope everybody's been well since we last saw you guys yesterday morning. Jill, how have you been? I gotta fix my damn camera.
I gotta fix this damn microphone because it is not on. And I put in a new cord and everything. Damn it. Technical editing issues here. Let me get the old guy back. See if this one works. Life is lifing. I'm into it. I'm into James Gunn and his DC stuff. Some behind the scenes stuff that he's been revealing, letting us know about. It's cool. It's fun. And you know that video yesterday about the kid who said they fired the man. They fired him. He helped me put up the flagpole. James Gunn liked that video on Instagram. It's real.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. I did see the video that he posted, or that they shared, of the monologue between him and Lex. Very, very, very good. I like that. I loved that. There's some DC stuff, we want to start there. Start with the DC stuff. Get it out the way.
Get it out the way. It's just we'll do the DC. Then it's gonna be Spider-Man time. But until then, DC it is.
So finally, I walked off.
He starts saying, I don't know if I feel this.
The whole crew's sitting around waiting, like, come on, let's shoot, let's get this done. So finally, I walked off set and to talk to him in person.
He came in, came off set, and we get into this thing.
So great, but the is it am I just demonstrating? So if I say that's what it is to be human, that feels like I'm trying to prove it still, as opposed to I really know it.
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit of, I mean,
okay,
because
let me try
because
that.
the emotions are always lingering.
But isn't there something that I felt like shit about myself since the recording came out? It's just been like, I don't belong. I'm shit. Everything's a lie. I'm not who I thought I was. When is this not the moment where I go, I was wrong to feel that way?
That's exactly where the issue is, right? Because what he didn't tell you was it was wrong to feel that way. There are feelings and there are thoughts. Your feelings about feeling bad are okay. It's not wrong for you to feel that way. You should just, it's not right or wrong, anything. None of it is right or wrong. All of it is being vulnerable and being human, being a human being. And in this moment, for you to talk about how it's okay to be vulnerable, you have to be vulnerable, which means showing Lex that your feelings are hurt. In the point when you really shouldn't.
That's where you've always been wrong about me, Lex. I'm as human as anyone else. I love, I get scared. I wake up every morning, and despite not knowing what to do, I put one foot in front of the other and I try to make the best choices I can. And every time you say that I don't belong, it hurts my feelings. That's being human. And that's my greatest strength.
I got emotional a second ago because I really do think that what this movie is about is, why do we love Superman so much? Is it because he can punch planets or pick up skyscrapers? I don't think it is. I think it's because of his innate goodness and his humanity.
I love
Bravo.
that. Love that. Great directing from James. You know, when I gave my initial thoughts after I saw Superman during that Pantheon stream we had, I said there was a scene that I didn't cry but made me tear up, and that was the scene. when he gives the speech to Lex about being human, about, you know, having feelings, being like that. And just to see that yesterday, that was great. That was great. That was really great. I love that scene. I love that how open James is being with sharing with us, you know, things behind the scenes of the Superman film. And I hope they continue to do that with other films. You know, this is one of the one times where he's not oversharing to me. I love that. I love that. And I think, again, I'm guilty of it. I was one that said, you know, James Gunn writing a Superman film, James Gunn doing this, James Gunn doing that, and all this kind of stuff. But seeing the behind the scenes stuff, and obviously I said it after in my initial review during the Pantheon stream afterwards, I gave James his flowers. But again, I want to give him his flowers once again. The ability to direct, you know, we see the things on Twitter that he says, we see the things from scoopers, we see the things that are in the tabloids, but we are not behind the scenes. We're not on set. We're not having those conversations to James, like, how should I approach this as an actor and things like this, than him literally directing you, telling you. It's just, I loved it. I loved it. So bravo, flowers to James.
Jalen says that I love that they posted this. May I entertain the idea that this was all like a scripted thing? Here, let's have the actor leave set to talk to James himself, and then they zoom in, and James is listening to him, and he's got his teary eyes. Same with Peter Safran, the two presidents of the company. Are we entertaining that thought that this is all just marketing so that you and I can say, wow, I can't believe David Cornswet took his role that seriously, where the words didn't fit, and then James Gunn perfectly explained it? Maybe.
Not at all. I think that's just you. Well, I don't know about other people in the chat, but at least on this panel, that's just you. Not at all. I think just from watching other interviews with David Cornswet, the thing he did with GQ, the interview that he did with Rachel and I'm blanking on his name, Nicholas Holt, Lex, and the stuff he did on was it Fallon or Kimmel? I can't remember. I think it was Kimmel. He adores this role, and this is not something that he just threw himself into. That wasn't something for the cameras. That was, I believe, genuine from David Cornswet. Again, just from other interviews I've seen him talking about this role. That's genuine. I think, again, that's just you.
Okay. I hope it's genuine. And I've been liking what David Cornswet says and his Star Wars watch order and all his. And he didn't mention 7, 8, 9. He just said your Star Wars watch order and talk about the 6 movies. I like David Cornswet.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Again, I remember when Josh was talking about him. Again, a lot of people were throwing different opinions, but he had said something like, you know, I don't think he has that. Is he the guy to be able to, you know, give us versatility in a role and things like that? It's also important to do your research on these people. I was introduced to David during Hollywood in 2020, and it is a role where he has to get emotional. He has to do certain different things. I thought when they announced him, I always thought he had the look, one, to be Superman. But I had previously seen him acting, and I think I like David a lot. I like him a lot.
I've never had that except for Brie Larson. They announced her for Captain Marvel. I said, what is this? She won an Oscar. Let me see the movie that she won the Oscar for. Mahershala Ali, same thing. I'm like, all right, let me see the movie he won his Oscar for. And I was like, let's go see the Green Book. And that's it. Those are the only two who I went, oh, they're in the MCU. What are their past work?
Yeah. And I agree with what Jalen said. Get that man in Star Wars. He clearly wants to be in Star Wars. Get him a role.
He was in Twisters. That's the tornado movie. That was recent.
They filmed that downtown OKC.
Were you in it?
I've never seen Twister. I don't get the concept of Twister. I mean, we live in Oklahoma, so if I want to watch Twister, I'll go outside in May.
How do tornadoes start? It's a cold air and it's warm air, and they meet and they twist.
I really don't know how they start. I can tell you when one's going to happen, though. Like, well, not like that. Like, if living in Oklahoma, we can go outside and know. Obviously, they'll tell us before, like, hey, potential tornado warning, blah, 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 blah. But you can always tell. The air is different. The sky is different. It's like, you know, it's literally the calm before the storm. But then when that fucker hits.
So in school, you guys do drills.
He starts saying, I
You guys do drills where you go downstairs to the basement. You have drills, right?
Mm-hmm. In school, yeah, we had drills. But as sad as it is, those drills don't work. I mean, the last big tornado we had, the one when Obama was president, and he sent in the what was it called, emergency, a state of emergency on Oklahoma. That was the same one that killed all those little kids in that elementary school, and they were in the basement, and it didn't matter. Yeah, it took them, like, all those kids.
Did they blame Obama for that one?
No. But he came and walked through more, because for whatever reason, the tornadoes that hit here only hit more. I'm not gonna say they only hit more, but like they don't, like, if they hit Norman, it's like the outskirts. Like, it's not like, but more, it rips more apart.
Oof.
Every time.
Okay, LOL. Aren't they common there? They're common.
Very
Darius said he living in real life Twister movie.
Yeah, very common. We're not out of tornado season yet, so like
Cold and hot
yesterday
here.
looked like, I was like, oh, looking a little tornado out here. But you
Why
never
did
know.
you? Well, this, some people know things and some people Google stuff and then they like type it in the comment. It's pretty much cold air, hot air, reaching a certain temperature. I'm circulating in one point, causing the wind to pick up and then creating a twist or a tornado. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Right? That's what I said. I said cold air, hot air, and then they twist.
That's way more than I know. I just know they twist and fuck shit up.
Okay. We open with more Superman stuff. This.
1, 2, 3, Batman.
Batman. Oh no.
Oh man, I'm just trying to end up in that movie. I really want to be in that movie.
All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3, Batman.
That movie? Which one? The Pattinson one or the one Brave and the Bold one? David Cornsweet? Which one?
That's funny. I have no idea. I still say Pattinson, but we'll see. We'll see. I think him and Pattinson's Batman would contrast very well. Pattinson's Batman is very broody, moody, depressed. I mean, that was year 2 in the Batman that we saw him, so we don't really know what he's going to be like in this next one. Obviously still Bruce, obviously still the Bats, but what year are we on in this next one? So yeah, I'm ready. And I like David Cornsweet. Like I said, 1, 2, 3 Batman, put him in Batman. I'd love to see him in Batman. Jalen said, yep, tornadoes, earthquakes, all natural disasters all day, every day. I know people get scared about earthquakes. We have little ones all the time, and I slept through it. We've had them here. I've never felt one. I've seen people like posting on social media after, like, did you guys feel the earthquake? And I'm like, no, no, I didn't feel it at all. But the tornadoes and shit that are here, most of the times people, because they're so common, most of the times, like, the tornado will be on the ground and people will still be outside, because it's like, okay, it's not close enough to me, right? Like, I've seen one, well, several. I've seen several on the ground, but they've never been close enough to where I can be like, oh, let's run, I guess being around and growing up in Oklahoma, it's just not a thing where obviously we take them seriously. Like, it's not like, but there are some people that literally will sit on their porch and just watch them. It's crazy.
Okay. So my beef though that you got to hear about is this. It's that
yes, I think it's stupid, but go ahead.
It's gone from August 26th digital release where you can purchase it to Friday, August 15, which is just 35 days after hitting theaters.
Oh, wrong gripe. Sorry. I thought you were talking about something else. Never mind.
I'll let you go on your gripe, but my
no,
gripe
you go. No. This is. I thought this was something else related to Superman. I know it was the releasing. So you go ahead.
But you're also griped by it.
Not this. No, I thought it was something. I thought your gripe was another gripe everybody's been griping about.
My gripe would be 35 days to go from the movie theater to you can digitally purchase it and we can have a perfectly great HD online pristine, you know what I mean? That's stupid. That's discouraging people from going to the movies at all. And we got to cut that out. We're going the opposite direction here with Superman. You can own it on digital. You don't own anything on digital. That's bullshit. So they got to I'm griped. That's by that. I own on digital, and it's going to come earlier than they initially wanted
in
it
2
to.
days. Because today's the 13th. So when's it on HBO Max?
Probably, I don't know. I really don't know. What's the standard? It's on digital, available digital for a month, and then it goes to the streaming?
I'm not sure. I'm not buying the digital, so I'm just looking for it to come to Max.
Okay. I think they're shooting themselves in the foot. So Superman's making mistakes there. That was my gripe.
I agree. That's if they, I mean, maybe they think that they've reached the amount of money that the film is going to reach. Maybe that's why they're saying pull it. But I agree. I do.
And you're mad at what?
Oh, I'm not mad. I just, people are, there's this whole thing going on with Rachel Bronson and her husband, and people are talking about it because it's like, maybe it involves David, but not like David, like her and David like doing anything. He's a married man with a child. She's married. That doesn't mean anything, but she's married as well. But I think where we were talking about, remember how everybody was talking about Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld and who's her husband, the football player?
Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen, how he might have been feeling with their chemistry and things like that. That's where people are taking it with Rachel Bronson and her husband, but it might be real with her husband because he liked a comment on his Instagram that someone left about, about feeling something about leaving her and don't be the cunkled or whatever Superman called her. Like, so it's been going around online this morning, and so he might really be feeling, and then people have been sharing like pictures of him and saying, well, if I look like this and my wife was going after or was making out with David Cornsweet, I'd feel insecure too. And I'm like, he's not a bad looking dude. I think people put Rachel on this pedestal. I mean, she's an average white woman. She's not like the cat's, like she ain't the cat's meow. She ain't out there just like killing shit. But yeah, it's a thing out there right now. People are having conversations about it.
Yeah, people are wild. They shouldn't be doing that. But he shouldn't be liking it, and it shouldn't be working on him. We are grown. We're past that. Social media. He likes her. We're professional actors.
Jalen says he thinks he might have been trolling. Maybe.
I hope that's their sense of humor.
It's not even a topic. It's not a topic. It's just something people are talking about that it's on Twitter. That's why I thought you were pulling up. I was like, so it did make its way to you because I wasn't going to bring it up. But anyway, here we are.
Scared money don't make no money. If I ever go broke, I'ma take your money. I ain't never drop a dime.
Dr. Umar, I need everyone. Donations, Cash App.
Dr. Umar's not getting a dime from me.
Yeah.
I'm not sending Dr. Umar a damn thing.
You telling me you couldn't book an interview here or there, spend an hour, sit down with somebody, they'll give you $30. They like, I don't know why. I don't get it. There's ways he could make money from just sitting down, and he needed to ask for a donation. I also understand. Let me give him this. Of course, the government, the man wants to freeze your account. I get it. All right. Anyways, forget that. I think James Gunn sticking to his own world. The Batman 2 is going to be a one and done. Going to be a two and done. Yeah. Yeah. And Batman is depressed more than anything. Good morning, my neighbors. Hey, I know him. He streams in the morning right before we stream. Hi, Dre. Yeah, let's gripe. I love that storyline. It's greed. They get the full cut from the digital. and the cut out from the movie theater. I get that part, Lawrence. Theaters get more the longer the movie's in. I get that. But I just don't think that having the movie available on digital earlier means that people who are gonna spend money at the movie theaters are gonna spend their money on the digital version. I think you can have the movie theaters finish its entire run, and then you put it on digital, and you keep that there for a long time, and you make the most out of it, and then you put it on your streaming service 6 months down the line later. Streaming is the villain here. Streaming. I'm gonna buy the movie. Would you have bought the movie if they waited another 10 days? Yeah, that's what I think you would have done.
I'm not buying the movie. I'll watch it on streaming though. I don't have. There's not too many digital Well, I mean, I still have, like, back in the day how we had our CD holders, the flip through. I still have that with, like, old DVDs. Like, I have my original Star Wars DVDs and, well, original Star Wars, but when they turned it into DVDs, I have those. Stuff like that. But, like, going out and buying new movies no.
What kind of man is Superman? What kind of man is he?
You mean what kind of man is he?
What kind of man is, like, we know what kind of man Bruce Wayne is. He's a Batman. What kind of man is Clark Kent?
Superman.
I wanted you to say super. Oh, we got the super chat. $10 super chat coming out of Lawrence. And Lawrence says, for Darius's figure fun. Well, somebody's got to help him out.
Thank you so much for that, Lawrence. That really does mean a lot because I am constantly figure hunting. Thank you.
He's like, I'm ready for that new Mr. Terrific. I need some money for that new crypto.
New crypto?
Crypto the super dog?
Mr. Terrific.
Oh, your Marvel side of things, or
no. I do. I just I don't do actor figures, so I will not be getting an Eddie Cathetti Mr. Terrific.
You're also not gonna do Wonder Man race swap.
No, I have my Wonder Man over there, the comic one, and I have my comic Mr. Terrific up there. If it's not the comic figure, I don't do it. No, sir. No, I don't want a Tom Holland sitting on my shelf.
That's crazy, because the reason they race swap Wonder Man is for the toy collectors such as yourself, who are going to be like, oh, great, I gotta own it, I gotta have it. And you're not interested in the merchandise of race swap Wonder Man, even though it was race swapped for you. It's crazy. You're like, I don't care about this false representation. Comic book version's white. And if I want Mr. Wonder Man, I'm gonna get the white version.
Yep. I just got these, and these suck, actually. I actually really don't like these. These, this Nightwing they just made. It's comic. But old school comic. It's like, in the face, he's smiling. Like, why didn't he come with two heads? Why is he smiling?
He doesn't wear yellow anymore.
No, I know. Which I don't. I got it because the nostalgia, but also, why the fuck is he smiling? Why does he come with two faces? And then this Beast Boy, he's all right too. McFarlane figures are not that, like, they've gotten so much better, but they could do better.
Dre, just let him do the movie and keep him away from his finances, LOL. And Dre says, he needs your Air Jordan weave per money. Changed her to an X-Men, gave her portals to the white hot room and the hard light crystal power change. Are we talking about Kamala Khan?
Yeah, 70s disco Nightwing. Yeah. Yeah, after getting him, and I put him up there for a second with the League, he just looks so out of place. I have to get the other one. I got to get the one where he's the more with the black on the suit, more modern one. Yeah, he looks out of place. Understanding said he collects the McFarlane Spawn figures. Those ones are cool. McFarlane they don't do like when it comes to their DC figures, they irritate me because like instead of giving us figures that we've been asking for, they'll be like, oh, here's a figure of a multiversal Batman if he laughed. What? Who asked for that?
The Batman Who Laughed comic book is popular.
Yeah, but like when I go to the store, there's like still 6 of those like just sitting on the shelf, and the popular toys are gone. It's just like no one asked for that. Like for example, I've been looking for a Red Tornado, can't find him. Motherfucker sold out. Laughing Batman though, I can get 6 of them.
Red tornadoes are popular over in Oklahoma. Anything tornado.
I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mom I ain't forget. Woke up drunk.
Someone get me another shot of whiskey. Who knew me and Jack Daniel got a history? Darius, did you see the new pic of McFarlane's Mr. Bones and Obsidian?
I did. I like Obsidian. I think he looked good. Mr. Bones looks good too. Like I said, they're getting a lot better with their figures. They really, really are. This hot girl they just made though, like I like her. Her wings are great. I just got her. Her wings are great and everything like that. But she's so fucking wide in the hips. I'm like, why the fuck is she that fat? Because she's not. I have gripes. I have gripes. If I'm paying that much money for a figure, damn well get her right.
The name Mr. Bones sounds cool. Where's he from?
DC.
Oh.
Yeah, more figures. More figs, more this, more that. They just got to do better. But yes, I did see them, Michael. The Mayfex, this is, since we're here and tributing to the super chat, this, I'm sending it to you, Chill. I just want to know why this was debuted at San Diego Comic-Con, and it does not come out until May of 2026. And I'm like, damn. Because it asked me to pre-order it. Which, I mean, it's about the same height as the Marvel Legends figures. The Iceman. I don't want that Punisher. Punisher's not bad, but I don't want that Punisher. I want that Iceman, though. But May 2026, that's a long time. You're asking me to hold a long time before adding him to what I'm trying to create. And he even comes with the ice piece. That's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yo, don't tell me about something if I can't get it till May.
Yeah, like, yes. Why a whole year? I wait a whole year to get this. But it's pretty dope. They got the 3 head sculpts. The blasting hands, the ice piece there. Pretty dope. I like the hair piece. The face sculpt with the hair.
Well, what's wrong with Punisher? There's only 2 head pieces?
No, I'm not the biggest fan of how they have him up top, his torso. There's better Punishers, I think.
Yeah, okay. Rob Liefeld must not have designed his chest. Little comic humor for you guys. More super chats.
Well, we're moving on now. To the side.
Darius sounds like sounds like me toy hunting.
Yeah. It's a real thing, man. You know how many Walmarts? So Walmart this past weekend.
Bro, the toy hunting community is here today. Wow.
The Walmart this past weekend, they put out like Hasbro put out like this big display at Walmart. And it's cool to see Walmart back in the game because they've been out of the game for quite some time. But they had this huge display out. And I was only interested obviously in the Black Series Star Wars stuff and then the Marvel Legends stuff for Hasbro. And they put out a new, which I did get. I got this Rhino, which is not new. They just re-released him. I never had him, so I needed to get him for my Spider-Man figure collection people. And then they put out the Omega Red with War Machine from the Gamerverse. I got that. And then they re-released the J. Jonah Jameson. And I only got that because I need his body. And it was really cool because I had went to, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 different Walmarts. Not on that last Walmart that I pulled up to, I was like, bro, if he's not here, I'm going home, because everybody clearly has beaten me to every Walmart and gotten everything. So when I got there, there was 1 Rhino left and 2 Omega Reds. And I was like, oh my God, the toy gods are smiling on me. I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, I picked that shit up and I'm a very happy boy. I was very happy. I couldn't stop smiling. You know how heavy this Rhino is? Like, this is that's fucking dope. He is dope.
Cornelius welcomes you to how long hot toy collectors have to wait.
Yeah, I mean, Marvel Legends figures, we have to wait. We have to wait year long for figures as well. I just didn't think that we were waiting that long for the Mafex Iceman.
Now, to Dre's super chat, because he toy hunts just like you, he made a rule about how he doesn't fuck with the actors who look like the toys. But right now, you said the game reverse of Omega Red, I guess from the Wolverine game, right? You got that?
No, it's like the Marvel versus Capcom games.
Oh, my bad. That's the game reverse. That the game reverse is that.
It's a part of, so the game reverse is all the Marvel games, but the Capcom games fall under that in the universe, so in their verse. So that's the latest game reverse thing they did.
I'm putting too much thought into it. They just fucking put the word verse at the end of everything and go, yeah.
That's the latest game reverse thing. The Omega Red, he's pretty cool.
Imagine if every video game coordinated. If that Avengers game coordinated with the Spider-Man, if the new Black Panther game coordinates with the Blade game, with the Wolverine game, and we had a game reverse. But you'll buy a toy that looks like the characters from games because they're not actors.
Only Marvel. Only my Marvel and my DC characters. Now my Star Wars, because to answer Cornelius, because I saw him ask that. My Star Wars characters, because we don't have, there's no other iterations of them outside of like Mara Jade. We've never had a live action person play Mara Jade, so she's been drawn. But like Obi-Wan, Anakin, Mace Windu, those guys that had to have an actor to give a face to them. Yeah, obviously I will have those, but I don't want a. And when it comes to if I get into Hot Toys, I would get the actor, obviously that looks like them for the Marvel stuff. But when it comes to Marvel Legends, I just don't want Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. I don't want Samuel Jackson's Nick Fury. First of all, I think they look awful anyway. Like awful. And as much as I hate the MCU costumes, you're back. As much as I hate the MCU costumes, oh, you froze again. Oh, you're back again. I don't want a figure with those damn costumes either. You can go to, I don't know if you guys have this in Canada, but I'm sure other people do, other places in
There's
the world.
nothing you have in Norman that I don't have in Toronto.
All right, Ollie's. There's a place called Ollie's.
I don't have that store, but whatever brand they sell, I probably have it.
Probably not. Ollie's is like a secondhand store. So I'm sure there's probably stores like that around. But Ollie's has become one of the toy hunting spots for people. And you can go to Ollie's and you can find the entire Eternals group for probably like $4.
4? Why even sell it at 4 at that point? Just go to $1 or just throw it in a bag.
Send that shit over to them kids in Africa. Let them have some toys. Send it to some orphanages. Send it to some third world. Send it to some kids that don't have toys, because those things are just gonna sit there.
Telling you, that's why you give it a free Eternal to somebody, and then they'll go, I want to complete the set, and then they'll buy the other ones for $4. But you have to give some for free.
And then maybe even then for free, people will be like, I don't know, probably not.
Say, he can be alone. I'll put Makari next to Flash. I don't need to have her next to all their others. Yeah. He said that I do have MCU figures from Marvel Legends, but I hate them because they turn into Andy's toys when I'm not there. Toy Story Andy. Yeah. Another super. But I'm Peacemaker coming out soon. DCU Red Tornado figure from 2007 is dope. Do you know what he's talking about?
I believe I do know which one you're talking about. You're talking about the DC Ultimate Collections ones. Yeah, the Ultimate Collections figures were dope. I have a Zatanna one. She fits perfectly with that group. But the McFarlane Red Tornado, I think he's better than the DC's Ultimate Collection one. Yeah, that Red Tornado that they just came out with, bro, he's good. It's not just came out with. I think he came out in like 03. He's good. Yeah, this one. That's the one you're talking about. Yeah, he's good. I need him. I need him. Like, need him.
How am I going to be in Oklahoma without the Red Tornado? They should order more inventory to Oklahoma. They should say, you know what, for them, Louisiana, you don't need yours that much. Here you go, Oklahoma.
They do. They should. They should. You know, Henry worked at Walmart some years back, and he knows how the things work. I don't know. Obviously, maybe things have changed since then, but he says the stores will get like 2 of the good figures that the companies know everybody wants, and they'll send like hundreds or, you know, by the tens of the others. He's like, so, and he's like, and once the box is opened, if there's somebody that opens the box or somebody on staff that sees that and they're like, oh, I want that, it's not going on shelf. I said, that's fucking crazy. I don't like that. I actually protest that.
You have to hope they're not fans. But if you were a fan, what would you, people like working in the industry that they're a fan of?
Yeah. Henry said everybody at Walmart's mindless zombies.
Yup, DC Universe Classics. Just got it away. Just give it away at that point. Talk about the Eternals for $4. Yeah, just give it away at that point. Get that money, Joe. Hey, Adnan, we appreciate all donations, especially right now. All the love that you guys are sending us and making us like, oh yeah, it is worth it when we wake up at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock his time. It is worth it when we wake up, come, do the morning report, and like talk to everybody. This is amazing. This is validating, isn't it? That we can have this community of supporters coming on a regular basis, donating the money and keeping us going and stuff. I feel encouraged.
Yeah, I just sent out a tweet to everybody a few days ago, thanking everyone and the love for the community. Oh, that's cool. Where the fuck I've never seen those. What the fuck? Never seen that. I forgot what I was even going to say before you said that, but
appreciation. Red Tornado.
I don't remember because this distracted me. This here though, that I just shared. Oh, oops. Maybe not. There we go. Oh shit, that's still yours. Oh well. The one I just saw something weird I've never seen before. They have some like DC figures that look like Marvel Legends figures. But anyway, what's next? We got another super.
You tell me what's next.
Another super.
Is it? Oh, what? Let me click. I got something else open. Sorry. Not ready. Ooh, Zubumafu. Pay me what you want me. Lawrence, chill. A little something to get your figure journey started. Don't do that. Don't give me the money and then tell me what I have to use it on. I can lie and say, sure thing, will do. Go to my neighbor's, get one of his figures and say, look, I bought it with the money, Lawrence. Nah, but I'm just be honest with you. None of this is going to food, water. It's going to fill this cup up with instant coffee. Thank you for the 10. Appreciate
it's a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game. You start with 1 and you're like, I only want this one. And it turns into 3. Then it's like, but he's on a team and I got to build that team. And it turns into building that team. Then it's like, oh, I completed this team. Man, I could also build this team.
Yep.
And that's how it starts.
That's what they're doing with Kamala Khan collectors. They're probably happy. Like, yeah, I got my Kamala. Oh, she's not an Inhuman anymore. She's an X-Men. I guess I got to get all of those to accompany her. Nah, bro, this is an addiction.
It is an addiction. Money. It's an addiction.
Rain said, nah, if we send $50, that's figure money, not bill money. Hello, Tony. My Funko Pop collection got out of hand. I had a closet full.
I stopped myself. I have Funkos. They're not as so. My Funkos aren't really in here. My Funkos are more in my room. I stopped myself though.
Chill would only buy melanated figures. Nah, I'd get the Black Panther, and then I would say, what are his Avengers friends? And I'd get Captain America with him. Iron Man, Hulk. I get them.
You want to see one of the coolest Black Panther statues I have ever seen that I want so bad.
You don't have it? Can you call yourself
it's
a
more than
collector?
my rent. It's more than my rent. So I can't justify that.
Is it like a limited edition? Why is it more than your rent?
I don't know. But it's badass.
Oh,
Here
Bry
it
would
is.
say that's where I'm at with the Lego Speedster series. Can't stop thinking about finishing the collection. Yup.
Yeah,
Pokemon
I'm
cards.
telling you, bro, it's hard. It's like it's a very sick addiction, but it's a sick addiction, but it's a harmless. Well, I say harmless because I got bills, bro, and I know I got bills, and I told myself I got bills last week, and I still bought Crystal and Lockjaw. I still bought these motherfuckers and I was telling myself the whole time holding the box, I'm like, no, you got bills. And I'm like, nah, Crystal Lockjaw. I may not
Crystal.
see this again.
You put Kamala Khan next to her. Medusa
Yes, and 13 cats. Well, 11 cats.
and 13 cats.
This is the statue. Why does it keep going to yours?
I had it open.
This thing is beautiful. I want it so bad.
It was pretty detailed in the face. Go back
Yeah.
2 slides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He
he's
looks
got
like, he's a ruler who you don't want to cross. He's powerful. He'll get everything done the way he wants to, but he also doesn't look evil either.
Yeah. And then you can have the option, obviously, to put the mask on, mask off. The chair's fucking dope. Yeah, this is a
That is a
brilliant statue.
Oh, you got the mask on, mask off. Oh,
Yeah, let's go back to that mask.
those sneakers don't even make noise when you walk down the steps. They're called sneakers.
Yeah, no, this is the one I really want this. I think I've shared this. Yeah, he's got the braids. I think I shared this before, and I think it's that much because it's how big it is. So in comparison in your room, that's how big it would be. And I could tell you right now, if I ever got that, move the fuck over Batman busk because that thing goes right centerpiece.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful, beautiful. But it's like $1,400. Which is just insane.
Professor appreciates it. I prefer Black Panther with the little cape. See, I don't
I
hate
like
the
him
cape.
with the cape.
I don't hate the cape either, but like he's not a caped hero. He has got to stand out from Batman.
Yeah, but his first appearance ever was in the cape.
Comic accuracy, comic schmaccuracy.
I like the cape. I love it when he wears it. But yeah, that's the one I want. If I was to get a statue, statues are that's a whole nother. There's the toys, then there's the statues. That's one that unless I'm it's that expensive because it's a child. Unless I'm making John Campia YouTube money, no, sir. Again, that is a used vehicle that you're buying that statue for. So no.
Nope.
What is next on our list outside of the toy talk?
This comic book that's come out. It's Kamala Khan, and it's her as an X-Men rewinding time to be there. Her DNA is being restructured or whatnot. She says, "I am an X-Men." To me, my marvelous X-Men, and then she says, "I'm a mutant." She says, very tough to see, but she says those words. Trust me. This is the newest. This was the fucking 5-year plan. He did it. I had Iman Vellani writing comic books and I collected that series. That was 4. Then she wrote 4 more, and it didn't happen there, but I collected those 4. And she even did 4 more comic books, and she's got like 12 comic books. And it is finally at this moment where she says, I am a mutant, and we see her glowy, light up, embiggened hands. Finally, that is her superpower from the TV show. Kevin Feige has MCU-ized the comic books, where we went in reverse, where one art inspired the other. It's done. How do we feel about this? Kamala Khan, I'm a mutant now. Yay! Now she can be now people will buy the comic book and it'll be good. She's an X-Men mutant now. Everything's better. And she'll be on the TV show. Yay. Okay. You're muted.
This was always coming. Feige said, he had put the emphasis on Ms. Marvel and how much he loved that character, and changing, even making it to where the comics reflected the MCU, or the MCU reflected the comics rather. The comics reflecting the MCU. That started with his obsession with Kamala Khan, and it also started with his obsession with wanting to make her a mutant, which brings me to this. Remember when we were talking about the X-Men reboot and people that are going to be a part of the X-Men reboot? I guarantee you, her face is on the posters. Now, it's not an unfamiliar face, but this is a likable face. I like Kamala Khan. I like Aman Benali. But and it's really hard to dislike Aman Benali because she has such a very likable personality, just off screen, off as Miss Marvel. But I don't, again, I'm sticking to what I've been saying. That's not going to sell the X-Men. It's not. It's not. It's not. You're leaning on a character that we were introduced to during the failed run of what was the Disney Plus shows. Then she came in again in what was a failed film within the Disney or within the MCU theater experience. And now you're wanting, I'm assuming, I'm just going off of kind of what Kevin Feige's wanting, and then when we saw her, the that was the first time we ever heard that outside of Multiverse of Madness. She's gonna be there. It's not gonna sell. It's not gonna sell. It's not going to sell. They were talking about it this morning on so we were talking about this morning on Twitter, and somebody said, I'm gonna say it the best way I can so we can try to avoid a very failed cinematic experience, since it's clear this is where they're headed to. Nobody fucking wants this. I'm telling you, and you're talking about using other unknown mutants, and you just made her a mutant 5 minutes ago. That's not going to go over well with the X-Men audience, the people that have been waiting and waiting and waiting. And there are people I've talked to that have even said, I'm not watching anything else, but I'm watching when the X-Men come. You lose that audience. I know people have said, oh, Marvel's not going to go anywhere, but you lose that audience. It's a different ball game. It's a different conversation.
Yeah, don't get so experimental with the characters that you use anymore. You see, everyone on screen right now is a top 10 X-Men. Jean Grey's in the back, Rogue, Wolverine, Cyclops, and Shadowcat, Kitty Pryde. They're top 10 X-Men, I would say. I think that these are the crop that you select from. Not everyone in your top 10 should be in it. You got to save somebody for the sequel who could be like a new surprising, oh, he's in this movie now. So not all of your top 10, but 4 out of the top 5 got to be in it. And then 4 from 6 to 10 got to also be in it. So that you can tell them, us the fans, who have been watching Shang-Chi and watching some of the lesser heroes, that we're back in full force and these are the X-Men. You're muted.
Yes, I agree. But I don't believe this is going to be the poster. Just things are subject to change. We don't know everything. Just going off of what is currently out there. Wolverine is not on the team as of within the MCU as of now. He won't be on the team come the reboot. From my understanding, he is supposed to get his start with Alpha Flight. From my understanding, Scott and Jean are the only, and Kitty, and I'm assuming Kamala, are the only 3 pictured here that are going to be in, 4 pictured here that are supposed to be, I guess, in the reboot, focused on in the reboot. And another, there was another, I don't remember who the other was, but there's another. Because they're going for the younger roster, the younger look, and what does that mean for the rest of them? Does that mean does that mean like is Storm there? I'm assuming so. I'm assuming so. I'm assuming Storm would be there. From my understanding, what I've been told, I wasn't told a lot on it. I've just been told from having conversations with my source. We haven't talked anything about Panther lately, other than Emergency Awesomes video. But I've been told that she's already cast Storm. Now, who she is supposed to be revealed by Marvel. Not wanting to give that away. It wasn't told to me. So I'm assuming she's going to be there. So, but is she going to be a focal point? I think she might get the 97 treatment. She may be the mammy. She may be coming in and just telling, giving inspirational shit. Like, hey, tell them to weather your mind, my sister. And all that shit. Mind your weather, my friend. All that shit. So I'm just, it might be little nods like that. And then of course she'll make it rain. She'll bring the forecast. She'll do all that. But I don't think I don't know if her screen, and I don't know this for sure. I'm just saying I don't know if her screen time is going to be that of what they are wanting this younger group to be in the forefront. As much as they want this younger group to be in the forefront, as much time as they want this younger group to be in the forefront, rather. So I don't know. Don't know.
Don't also care. I might be checked out of Marvel by then.
That's very true. I can't say that. I want to see what they're going to do with the X-Men. I mean, yeah, I can say I've said what I've said about, seeing T'Challa in the direction he's going and things like that, and turning my direction to DC, which I still stand by. But like everyone else, even the people that have been checked out of the MCU since Endgame, haven't watched anything since Endgame, those are the people saying, I'm here for the X-Men. I want to see the X-Men. But that's why I've said, if those people that have been dormant since Endgame, waiting, calling the MCU shit, this is why I'm not watching, but when they do the X-Men, I'm coming. And then it's shit. You lose the people that have been dormantly waiting for you to give the X-Men, and then you give the X-Men and you piss them off. I don't really think it's a conversation of, Marvel's going to be Marvel. They're still going to make movies. People aren't going to go. And then they're going to have to stop making movies because they're not making money. I just don't think it's a good idea. I'm going to continue to stand by this. I'm going to continue. Every time we talk about the X-Men, I'm going to stand by this. It's going to be my argument. It's not going to work because you want to do this silly ass shit with this silly ass group. And then making Kamala, all this emphasis on Kamala Khan, trying to put her, I'm sure, like she's in the center here, does not scream, baby, we're back. So I don't know. Bro. We'll see.
Maybe some. Oh, another super.
Cash rules everything around me. Get the money, dollar bill, yo.
Thank you, Michael. Nemo. Less popular. Ms. Marvel, Miss America. I don't know who Miss America is. America Chavez?
I was going to say, it's America Chavez.
The less popular one would be America Chavez. No, Miss America is the less popular one, even if it's not America Chavez, because I don't know who it is. Why is there a Miss America? Oh, like the beauty pageant? Like the winner every year for the Trump Miss World, Miss America. That?
Chavez.
America Chavez? Yeah. Chavez doesn't have her own TV show.
I say Chavez is less popular, and the reason that again, that's a Marvel thing. That's their fault that she's less popular, because we have the multiversal saga, which is completely botched. But we have the multiversal saga, and we have a character whose power is traveling the multiverse. And from my understanding, she's not even in Doomsday and has a very minor role in Secret Wars. I mean, it's not like she's really in the story in the comics like that anyway, or in it. So it really doesn't matter. But you would think that this character that is travel the multiverse, I think that'd be a key point there. But
I think we'd all agree that the Miss America Chavez, they don't even call her Miss America in her movie, just like Monica doesn't get called Photon in her movie. Yeah, she's way less popular. The Batman 2, Jeffrey Wright, excited by the direction of Matt Reeves' script. Exclusive. Jeffrey Wright gives an update about progress on Matt Reeves. Next spring, Matt Reeves' long-anticipated Batman 2 is expected to finally go in front of cameras at Warner Brothers Leavesden Studios in London. When that happens, it'll mark nearly 4 years to the day since Reeves' previous DC crime epic opened in cinemas in March of 2022. Both the time gap and fans' enthusiastic embrace of the first installment has made excitement for the sequel palpable. And when we caught up with the actor Jeffrey Wright, ahead of his collaboration with Spike Lee and Denzel Washington, yeah, that's right, he's also in Highest to Lowest. He's going to giving us some of these scoops. The man behind the race swap Jim Gordon mustache seemed pretty keen to be returning to Gotham as well. I haven't read it yet, no, Wright says of the much rumored Batman 2, but I've heard some things. Well, that was not very revealing Den of Geek. Then it says Reeves reportedly, why is the ads and pop-ups popping? Reeves reportedly turned in the completed draft for the Batman sequel, which he co-wrote with Matt's son Tomlin in June, just before Superman. Since then, DC Studios co-head James Gunn has teasingly said the script, it's great. Furthermore, the larger WBD studio apparatus seems likewise happy with the treatment, since WB recently signaled that it's full steam ahead for production. While Wright hasn't read the script yet, he seems pleased with what he knows. I'm liking what I'm hearing, says the actor, and I have huge respect for Matt's Gotham building skills. So I'm excited to jump in there and read what he has, which I'm sure will be rich and satisfying to play, and ideally for audiences to take in as well. Basically said a whole bunch of nothing. Okay, thank you for that, Jeffrey Wright. This guy's hilarious, writes Gordon, simultaneously grumbles and delivers with severe understatement. What else? There's nothing in this article of value. They just got you with the headline. You're gone. I didn't know. But yeah, the script is completed. I'm happy that the script is completed. Jeffrey Wright hasn't read it yet, so I'll still believe the script is completed and that's not just a news story. But how long between completion and like approval to the actors getting the script? Is he not reading it because he wasn't emailed the script? This is why we need follow-up questions. He could also be lying. He could be like, I know when I do these, all the superhero questions are going to get asked. So I basically just got to say I don't know what's going on yet, but I'm happy to do it. Move on to the next. We're here to talk about Spike Lee. They tried to do that to Denzel wherever he goes. Black Panther. I think Denzel was on First Take in the morning. They're asking him about Dallas Cowboys and everything, and he's like, I'm here to do a highest to lowest promotion. That's what they're going to do with these superhero movies and whatever like people are interested, whatever the interviewer wants you to talk about. That's what happens. Direction means he's read a treatment, perhaps, not necessarily a screenplay. Yeah, or had a phone call. I thought it was a nothing burger.
Yeah, he's not going to have... I'm sure he doesn't know. I mean, if there is Gunn said there's a script, so the script's turned in, I guess. I'm assuming read it. I don't know if Jeffrey Wright's read it. He said he just liked the direction that he's heard about so far. So, but they're supposed to start filming what? 2026, they said?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just waiting. I just want to see if the cameras actually get brought out for this. Is this real? Is this something that is actually happening? Or, you know, are they still working things out behind the scenes? And that's why it's just this whole back and forth. Oh, yeah, what I've heard. I like the idea. Oh, yeah, we're going to film soon. I still don't have that script. Matt Reeves is going through some things. Oh, he's a great guy. And then reports saying this one, let me see, because I did bookmark that. This dude said, I bookmarked it. Hold on. He said that he can tell us without a shadow of a doubt that Matt Reeves' Batman is happening. Here it is. No, it's not. Hold on. It's here. It's here. There it is. That's not it either. It's Batman stuff though, but that wasn't it.
Blue says, I don't think Jimmy Gunn wants the Batman 2 to come out and step on his product. I know if it was me, I would be trying my best to squash it. Yeah, but his movie didn't make enough. And I think, Blue, if his movie was that $1 billion success, David Zaslav would be like, okay, James Gunn, whatever you want to do with Batman, you're doing. I'll let him know the bad news. Hey, Matt, sorry, bro. We're going to ride the James Gunn coattails. But this only made like 500 million. It's not even at 600 million yet.
This was it. Whether Robin is or isn't in the Batman will be Reeves' call. I've continuously heard Gunn has the utmost respect for Reeves. I don't think he'd ever say something is off limits just because of what the DCU is doing. And that's coming from viewer Anon. Now, say that people keep trying to say that it's happening and Gunn has the utmost respect for Reeves and there, you know, he supports his vision and things like that. But I'm on the mindset of Blue. If I'm him, there's no way I would want two Batmen, two Robins running around. My Superman movie, by the name alone, from what everybody was saying, should have, and I agreed. I mean, Superman is that name, should have, but it didn't. So you're now going to have two. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. What if the audience likes Pattinson's Batman more than yours? Then what?
Merge it into your DC universe.
I think you just do that beforehand and save yourself the whole, well, you know, the embarrassment of Matt Reeves directed a better, you know. I just don't. It just doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. It doesn't make sense to have two Batman. It doesn't make sense to have two Robins. I think you just merge the two, call it a day.
That's what I would do, bro. I would say, Matt, do whatever the fuck you want to do for your Batman 2. Then, in the post-credit scene, David Corenswet is going to be paid to chill with Robert Pattinson on a rooftop, and we go, oh my God, there's the same universe. That's it. It doesn't hurt the essence of your movie.
Yeah, I just want, you know, not to say that I wouldn't go see two different Batman films. I'm just saying, as the audience member, I would also be on that choosing side of, do I like Pattinson's Batman more, or do I like this Batman more? And if I'm liking Pattinson's Batman more, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it is going to sit right.
I promise you guys, this is a bullshit complaint. Robert Pattinson Batman doesn't fit. Two distinct tones in two different films. This is a fucking cinematic universe. You and I live in the same universe and we have different tones. We exist in the same place.
Yeah, I have to agree on that as well. I mean, Gunn said, he said it himself, every movie in the DCU is going to be different tone than the next. It's not going to have the same tone. It's not going to have the same feel. So I would hope when I'm in Gotham, I'm not feeling like I'm in Metropolis.
Yeah. And then what a clash when the two different people merge. Like when Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon were feuding because they're so different, it was gold.
Yeah.
Bad example, but you get my point though, right?
I do. Not the reference, but I do. I don't understand the reference.
Yeah.
Not my field.
Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker in Rush Hour. They were so different, and then we got something out of it. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the Batman 2 is not happening. I just saying I don't know if it's going to be just solely happening in Matt Reeves' universe.
And then the Penguin TV show would be considered canon also, wouldn't it now? No, wait for them to tell you it's canon. That's what James Gunn said. You have to wait. He doesn't know.
It'll be, again, this is more waiting to see exactly what goes down, how all this plays out, and what ultimately the DCU is going to look like.
Yeah, but we're waiting for his success, you know?
Yeah.
Who knows if in a world where he gets Superman without Fantastic Four 2 weeks later, who knows how much more money he makes?
Yeah.
Then he says, no, they don't fit because of the superhero aspect. Superheroes exist in Gunn's world. In Reeves' universe, they don't. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. I would ask you what scene outright explicitly states.
I think Reeves said that himself, if I'm remembering this correctly.
What scene in the movie says it, though? People can say whatever they want. There's a whole bunch of books and stuff being retconned from Star Wars.
Not only that, but Reeves' universe, again, I'm just going, because, I mean, these are complaints and questions I've had at the same time of saying adding Pattinson's Batman to this universe. Because you do that, well, then you have to backtrack on everything, because it was well established. Even I don't know if it was said in the film or not. I don't remember, but it's pretty established that these are regular people. Obviously, even in Batman's the real, comic universe, Batman's a regular guy, but these are like regular people. There aren't any super powered beings in this universe. Because, I remember the conversation even being had when he made those comments, when Matt Reeves kind of hinted at comments like that, because I was like, okay, well then how do you do like guys like Man-Bat? Like, because if you're not willing, I remember, because if you're not willing to lean into that comic book stuff, how are you doing like Man-Bat? How are you doing like some of these other? At the time I even said Clayface. This was before a Clayface film was announced for his universe and moved to the DCU. But I thought it was pretty hinted at that. No, I'm not doing that comic book shit. You're muted.
I said, but the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. So if he wanted to say that there are superheroes, they just weren't at Gotham during that 2-hour mystery movie, he can say that. And Penguin.
He could.
I want to show you what a retcon looks like, bro, because it kind of leans into that.
He did say this. No meta-humans.
We're watching Star Wars Meg, and they're going to change the way you think of The Last Jedi.
Maybe. We'll see where she got this, because I didn't even watch it. We'll see what her source is.
After exhausting himself from the intensity of force projection from Octo. When Kylo attempted to strike his uncle down, his lightsaber passed right through him. The scene then cuts to Luke's actual body on Octo Island. And after the confrontation with his nephew, he poetically looks up at the twin suns and his physical body vanishes peacefully on becoming one with the Force. It's one of those scenes I feel very conflicted about. And with absolute clarity, I remember how I felt when I first saw it in the cinema. My brain was saying, no, 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 don't kill off Luke.
Me too.
Surely this isn't the end. But with Luke's sacrifice being the reason the Resistance lived to fight another day, with the Force theme playing in the background, it made me angry, but also kind of emotional. But nonetheless, Kylo didn't actually see Luke die.
What?
He felt it.
He
After
felt
he realizes his uncle is just a projection, when that projection fades, he felt Luke fade and sensed his physical form had perished. I believe this was always the intention of Rian Johnson. So that is what I would say was previously established. But now, my friends,
What?
in the latest issue of the Legacy of Vader Kylo Ren comics, so this is after The Last Jedi and before The Rise of Skywalker, Lucasfilm revealed that Kylo Ren thinks Luke is still alive. This is an insane comic for several reasons.
I'll pause it there and you guys can check out Star Wars Meg for more commentary on that. But you get the gist. It used to be, well, I sense that he's just vanished. He's dead. All right, he's dead. He's gone. Now we're seeing in a comic book, I think that Luke Skywalker is still alive. He may not be dead. They may have gotten a directive like, hey, yo, I'm in charge now, Dave Filoni style. Put this in your comic books. We can't be so certain he died. He just disappeared to go to the Force world, right? No one struck him with a lightsaber, nothing. He just disappeared. So he's on vacation, chilling in the Force world. One day he'll make his way back into the physical world because, bro, you thought what Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon Jinn was able to do was impressive, and then Yoda took it to another level, and Obi-Wan took it to another level, right? Yoda can use Force lightning and stuff. Now here's what Luke Skywalker did. He's like, I can leave physical world without dying to visit the Force world, and then I can also dip from the Force to be back on the living with the human beings and stuff. So that's why Kylo Ren no longer sensed, oh, he's dead. Now it's, I think he's still alive. We got to find him. That's intentional. I'm not reading tea leaves where I'm at. That is there for a reason. To say Luke Skywalker's still alive in the Disney era, that's crazy. Listen, this is the world we live in. I always said Kathleen Kennedy has that lawsuit. She's going to have to do a deposition. She's going to have to appear in court. She's going to have to represent Disney. Now that Gina Carano has been settled, whatever you may think of politically and all this stuff, now that is settled, there is no incentive from Disney to kowtow, to give her everything she wants. So yeah, your movies in 7, 8, 9, not so important anymore. Dave Filoni's in charge of the creative. What do we say? Are you with me? Luke is alive.
I'm reading the panel of that comic. That's not enough for me. I need context. I need them to say it. This is a canon comic. All the new Star Wars comics are canon. I do know this.
Canon, quote unquote. Full screen it for me, please. The words say what?
I'd gone far beyond anything my teachers in the temple made or had ever contemplated. What I was doing was no trick. I don't know how I did it really, but it left me. I don't know the context of the conversation, so I would have to go through this comic because that's not enough for me. I need to know the context of the conversation. What exactly are we talking about here? Who is this that Kylo is speaking with? I guess that was able to master the same technique that Luke did when he projected himself. I need more. And if Luke is alive,
Kylo Ren is paranoid and now believes he's still alive from what it used to be in the novelization or whatever it was. The official story before was, man, he was in front of me. I sensed him and then he vanished and now he's gone. And he was confirmed that Luke was dead. It's not that anymore.
Okay, so this is maybe not a real person he's speaking with. Okay, I have to read this comic, especially if they're trying to make it to where Luke is alive. Now, if we are writing that wrong, I'm never not going to tell you, okay, cool, let's not do that. If we're writing the wrong and we are, putting respect on Luke and all that kind of stuff, that's fine. It's honestly, thank the maker. That's what needs to happen, because it never, unlike her, unlike Meg, where she said she was conflicted, I was not conflicted in episode 8 when I sat down at theater. I remember feeling immediate anger when Luke died, because that meant that everyone, almost until Leia in episode 9 from the original series, is dead.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we doing? So no, like if we're bringing back Luke, we're righting that wrong, and we can have some stories with Luke. I mean, I also would like to go. There's some more rewriting I think we should do, but I'll take Luke being dead to as the first one, but I also really think we could go back just a little bit further and have him not attack Kylo Ren. That's just me. I don't know, but yeah, I like it. Let's bring Luke back. I mean, you have to bring him back in order to do the story that's rumored. This is not official, but rumored that they're trying to do. You're trying to do Heir to the Empire. You got to have Luke. You have to have Luke. I mean, he's not old, so I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. But if he's alive, great. And that if he's alive, that kind of adds to the rumors of Mara Jade. There've been heavy rumors lately of Mara Jade's appearance, or them wanting to bring Mara Jade in.
Yeah, he'll be like, I couldn't die. I have kids. Gotta go take care.
They can't do that. That story, now that they've botched again. Making him alive again is great. That's fantastic. You can even still bring in Mara Jade. It won't be that story. They can have a kid, but it's not going to be that story, because you've already botched that story with Kylo Ren. With his existence, it's botched. With Rey's existence, it's botched.
Okay. I also felt a way when he faded, but I was denying. That doesn't mean he's dead. Okay, he turned into air and the clothing fell. No one struck him. He can project himself. Obviously, clearly, he just took so much force energy, and he'll be back. So I never thought Luke was dead. I was expecting him in Rise of Skywalker to be like, it's me. Haha, I just needed to power up over in the Force, but now I'm not in the Force anymore. Now I'm physical world. Here I am. That's what happens.
Oh boy, I would have hated that too. Oh, I would have hated that, and I would have used their own line on them. That's not how the Force works. Like,
well, he would be alive.
Stop.
He would be alive. Joe Jonas leaks Camp Rock 3 plans to get out of Hot Ones Wing Challenge. Sorry, Disney. It's the truth. It's literally right here, he adds. Okay, all due respect, before I even read this.
You have to put your screen on. It's my screen.
Camp Rock 3, when they're older, I think we missed the boat on that. I don't think that it's the same audience. I don't know if everybody who is 10 years older will go back to watch the Camp Rock 3. More than 10 years. It's been longer than that, right?
You're tripping.
All right.
You are tripping.
I don't think kids care about Joe Jonas of today.
Kids. That's fine. It'll be us. It'll be us that were there. The same us that went for Lilo and Stitch and took our kids. It'll be those same us's taking our kids to see Camp Rock 3 and then making them fans. And they'll be like, oh, I want to go watch Camp Rock 1 and 2 now. Oh my gosh. Or maybe they watch Camp Rock 1 and 2 up until 3.
Remember yesterday when we were pulling up Netflix and Happy Gilmore 1 was being watched so much because of the second movie? Yeah. Good point. Joe Jonas reveals plans for Camp Rock 3 in order to dodge eating another Spicy One's wing. Jonas was on Hot Ones spin-off series alongside with his brothers Nick and Kevin, and chose to break a potential NDA with Disney over having a deal with another spicy hot wing. Can I just play the clip, please? It says, read Camp Rock 3. He said, reading from his notes app, it's the truth. It's literally right here. Oh, read Camp Rock 3. But wait, let me wait for this ad to stop playing because I think the video is here. Replay? Oh, did I just replay the ad? I'm sorry. His brothers Nick and Kevin were shocked by the admission to get out of a bite from a Deathwing. And they reveal that was a pretty good one. Sorry, Disney, Joe exclaimed afterwards. Here.
Read your last Notes app entry out loud.
Uh-oh. Read Camp Rock Free.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
Pretty good.
That's a pretty good one. It's the truth. It's literally right here.
Sorry, Disney.
Yeah, it's real. It's real. But the thing is, like I said, those Disney Channel original movies up until a certain point were some of the best shits on a Friday night. I mean, you knew every Friday you were getting either, if it wasn't an already advertised through the week Disney Channel original movie, you knew you were getting a rewatch of one of the fire Disney Channel original movies that have come before. So Camp Rock falls into the category. That's why there's two of them. I think Camp Rock, I don't think it has the same cult following that High School Musical has, but it definitely has a very big following from that original movie viewing audience from Disney Channel.
There's probably a huge crossover, but maybe High School Musical has more fans. We all remember Whatever Major Loser. Remember that one?
Yes.
Is that the first time you saw it?
In that?
Did you get that in the playground? I never saw it until the movie.
People were doing it all the time on the playground and stuff at school.
It's pretty slick.
Yeah, people were doing it all the time.
Talk to the hand. That's basic. This is 3-pronged. You kidding me? Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Just great Disney Channel original movies. And I think that I think they would have a pretty big audience for it. Not massive, but
who's a must return? All three Jonas Brothers and Demi Lovato.
You got to get everybody
Allison
back.
Stoner.
Yeah, you got to get everybody back. Allison Stoner, Demi Lovato, the Joe Bros, obviously. What's the light skinned chick's name? I haven't seen her since that. She's got to be back.
Sophia Wiley.
Let me see. What's her name?
Her. She's got to get back. Just bring them all back.
Jasmine Richards, Roshan Fegan, yeah, the top row. Everybody. I mean, everybody's got to be back.
Yeah, everyone who's still living. And actually, they're all young. Who wouldn't be still living, right? Unless some accident happened. Yeah, get everybody.
Yeah, get everybody back.
I don't think any of them can say no if they're LA based, or even if they're not, just fly them out. Like, yeah, bro, everyone's worth it. Camp Rock 3, let's do it. Because we rock.
Now, in the rankings, it's no Cheetah Girls or, again, High School Musical or anything like that, but it's up there in some of the tops.
No Cheetah Girls.
Nah, bro, the Cheetah Girls was that was a different level. Different level. I was at the height of, That's So Raven. Raven was already super popular, basically still the Queen of Disney, and was the Queen of Disney at that time. And you throw the 3LW girls around her.
Yeah.
Call themselves the Cheetah Girls and actually go on tours, real tours and shit. Yeah. Yeah, no, the Cheetah Girls was a different monster.
Yeah, she was the singer. Miley Cyrus, probably the most successful singer.
Yeah. Yeah. And, there was that period that Miley went through, like the blurred lines period, the twerking period, the J's period, all that's annoying period. I just watched a recent interview with her. She's grown up a lot. I mean, she's come a long way, matured a lot, I guess you could say. To where I like her again, to where she's not as annoying. She's matured a lot, but yeah, she's definitely one of the most successful ones. I mean, she had a very successful movie as well.
Yeah.
That actually went to theaters, unlike the others.
Ariana has a successful career, but she's Nickelodeon. She doesn't count.
Yes, she is. Nick.
They did the black girl in 3LW Dirty. I threw a KFC plate at her. She got the last laugh. Didn't they explain that on 106? Yeah, that was a thing. That was a big hot. The 3LW girls split up. And then the one girl said she had a train ran on her by B2K.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Where did this conversation take place? On 106 in Park?
No, she said it years later. The train getting run on her, that was but the girl who had the KFC, the former 3LW disgraced member, she was complaining on 106 in Park. This is the true story. This is what's really happening. It was AJ and Free era.
So was it Broken Promises, or was it?
Nah, not Broken Promises. I believe she's the one who had. No, I don't know. I don't remember.
Have you seen Broken Promises lately?
I think she's the one who said B2K. I think so. With the gap?
Yes, Broken Promises. Yeah. That's her. Adrian still looks the best. She still looks the best. She was on the talk.
She has a talk, yeah.
Yeah, she was on the talk. She still looks the best. And to me, I loved Raven, but she could sing the best. Raven just had the biggest personality, the biggest voice. But when it came to like, if you want somebody, she would have out-ripped Raven. She would have out like Adrian's voice. She had that. Yeah, it was different.
Could they appear at Camp Rock like, hey, Camp, we got a new performance, and they get like one of those 3LW, I mean, Cheetah Girls coming in, the Boys in Motion coming in. That would be such, if the movie is for us, bringing the Boys in Motion, just be smart, be prepared, and they're like, the kids will all be like, this is corny, this song sucks, because they're kids, right? Yeah, that'll be fire.
Boys, we are the Boys in Motion. We give you our devotion. Then there was that. What was the other in universe? Maisha, the singer that they went to stalk her at the spa date.
Oh, I don't remember it.
This was around when That's Raven was still good at this time. Like there really wasn't a time where Raven fell off the show That's So Raven, but it didn't. To me, it wasn't as good when she started working for Donna Cabana. When she started working for Donna Cabana and was her assistant, it wasn't as good. Like they were still good, but when she was in high school, those were some of the best episodes. Stinky Starkey coming around the corner and everybody running and putting heads in lockers.
I remember the teacher who used to spit when he spoke.
That was Mr. Lawler. Mr. Lawler. He said, pepperoni pizza. Pipe down, Paul, and eat your pudding. Oh, that shit is funny.
We have a trailer for Agents of Fandom, an A24 Timothée Chalamet film.
I am Team Chalamet.
I'm in the royal suite. I saw you in the lobby yesterday.
Okay.
Well, I never talked to an actual movie star. You know, I'm something of a performer too.
Are you?
Yeah, you don't believe me? You what? You got the Daily Mail in front of you?
This is you?
Yeah, the chosen one. It's a nice picture, right?
I have a purpose. And if you think that's some sort of blessing, it's not. It means I have an obligation to see a very specific thing through. And with that obligation comes sacrifice.
Everything in my life's falling apart, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Do you need any help? I could help you. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm telling you, this game, it fills stadiums overseas. And it's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
I'm not a Kevin O'Leary fan.
I'm not trying to
Oh
control
yeah,
you,
Tyler the
Marty.
Creator is.
Unacceptable. But I don't
What's
think you
his last
understand the
name?
stakes. You have no power here.
What do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
It
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness. Now look at this, an orange ball, which no one's ever thought of. See, you're already following it way better. Look at his eyes. You're looking more engaged now.
Buddy, custom ball like that is going to cost a lot of money.
Of course it's custom. It's original ball for an original guy. It's Marty Supremo, not the Marty normal ball.
See, I love biographies, so I will. I mean, I love them. It doesn't matter what. I can't wait for the Beatles one. Or Mike's. So I'll be checking it out. And I love Timothée Chalamet, so I'll be checking it out. I didn't know, the history behind this is it's Marty Resman. He, I guess, famous ping pong table tennis player. I like biography, so I'll be watching it.
Dog, I have nothing to add.
I like biographies.
It's a typical A24 movie. They got a good director. They got a good actor. They're going to try to hunt for an Oscar nomination. Good. It's coming up in the season of Oscar movies, right? The end of the year. Yeah, good for them. This is the time
Timothée
to do
Chalamet more than likely will deliver that for them. Yeah, go see the film. Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme. First name Marty, nickname Supreme. One of my favorite characters. What?
He's talking about That's a Raven. He does not look like Timothée Chalamet when he was younger. They could have got somebody closer.
They did try to change the color of the ball at one point, but it never did. They made the ball slightly bigger so it was more visible.
Oh,
that changed the
is
sport,
it?
though?
Is that okay? Then is that one of those? What is that? What is that called? You know how everybody says Sinbad didn't do a genie movie, but he fucking did. Even he says he didn't. So what's that called?
I don't like what it's called.
What is it called?
Don't worry. But that thing.
Somebody in the chat tell me what it's called, regardless of his weird, whatever the reasons he's not telling me that it's called. What is it called? I forget what it's called. But that is am I remembering that? Am I having that? Because I swear that damn ball is orange.
Maybe it lasted for a short period of time. Maybe it was another.
It's not the butterfly effect. That's not what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But it happened. Or it didn't happen. And we thought it happened.
What is that called? It's going to come to me. I'll just look up Sinbad.
Somebody wrote it already.
It's not the butterfly effect.
Okay. Next up.
Mandela. Yes. The Mandela effect. Yes. I'm having the Mandela effect because I swear that ball was orange. Or has been orange.
You know the roots of that term?
No, but I'm sure it's some conspiracy deal with you. Yep, there's the Sinbad one. And it's in the 55 most Mandela affected moments. And yes, that movie exists. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I've seen it. Shazam. It's a real film that Sinbad did. I watched it as a kid. You can't tell me I did not see. So we're all like a generation of children. We're all just making Shazam up. Bullshit. I'm looking. It's a rabbit hole. It's here. Yes, this movie. He did this movie, but Sinbad swears up and down he didn't do this movie. Then why are there pictures of this movie? Yeah, bro, I'm not crazy. We're not crazy. If you 90s kids, we're not fucking crazy. It happened. It happened. But so did Kazam with Shaq. Two niggas in the 90s, both genies.
People thought he died in prison, but he didn't. Who are the people who thought? Because we're getting into the territory of racism. I don't like. Oh, all the black leaders are fucking dead. Yeah, and Mandela, yeah, sure, he's dead too. Just like Thomas Sankara was killed and Patrice Lumumba was killed. I mean, Kwame Ture. And so to call it now the Mandela effect because we collectively all thought that he was one of the dead ones too. Oh, I thought he died already. Like that's the shit I have a problem with, majorly. With Shaq, yes, Kazam.
Yes, that one with Shaq was Kazam. But Shazam happened.
Okay. It's a corporate cover-up, sure.
Oops, I Did It Again has to do with Britney Spears' famous music video. Many can distinctly remember Britney wearing a microphone headset in the video. Her doll was even sold one. Oh, I don't remember the Oops, I Did It Again. I do. I thought it was Jiffy. It's just Jif. The fuck? Okay. I don't see the difference in this one besides it being darker. I've argued this one. I've argued this one. The Bernstein Bears? It's the Bernstein? No. Curious George. I remember him having a tail. That's just me. I don't know this one. I wasn't a viewer of Sex in the City. I don't think I paid attention to Febreze. I don't like Oscar Mayer. Skechers didn't touch my feet. I don't know the Fruit Loops one either. But that shit here, don't let nobody tell you that this fucking movie didn't happen.
Okay.
Crazy.
So, D23 Walt Disney Studios Showcase will be held on August 30th. We are only 17 days away. It'll be at 9:15 a.m. and the new looks are expected to be shown for Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars.
What are the new looks?
New looks?
Oh, new looks. I thought you were talking about like I thought they were like never mind. I thought they're like rolling out like logos. He said new look.
You'll get a look at the Pixar movies. You'll get a look at the Star Wars Starfighter movie. Maybe the Mandalorian Grogu may have an official trailer. Could it? Didn't we? What did we get last year?
Nothing.
A sizzle reel? No?
They got something there. We didn't.
Oh, okay.
It leaked. So what's more than likely going to happen, I would assume, I don't know why they haven't yet. I would assume they're going to give us the Shadow Lords trailer officially instead of the one that's leaked. One that we can actually watch live. Also, the Mando Grogu footage that they showed at the last one, D23, they'll show, or not, it wasn't D23, this was all Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, I thought it was Celebrations,
Yeah. So then they'll probably show us all the stuff they showed at, if they have more. Likely.
Yeah. Like Bob Iger wasn't at Celebration, and he probably won't be able to tell. Oh, they played that one at Celebration. We would need new content. I'm sure all the Disney heads who are in attendance will be happy, and they will surprise people with the Star Wars stuff. But at 9:15 a.m. is too early. That's not what happened the last time around. Last year when Lilo and Stitch was being announced, they didn't have it so early. Moana was being talked about. It was like 6 p.m. and I'm refreshing my feed, and I'm like 6 Eastern, right? And it was just crazy how much stuff was going on. So if it's happening at 9:15, what did the tweet say actually? Let me get that right. He said it'll happen at 9:15 a.m. Eastern. They're probably going to have the boring stuff. And then at night, when they fill and jam pack this Anaheim Stadium, the arena, they'll be like, all right, here's what you guys are looking for. Fireworks and balloons and all the good stuff. They had a great announcement last year, followed by 12 months of success from Disney. Nothing that they did was garbage, right? Disney wise, no, Thunderbolts didn't make money, but Disney wise, nothing they
Snow
did.
White.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the Snow White was in the 12 months. Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of off top, though.
Are they doing Zootopia?
They are.
When's that coming out? September?
November.
Okay, yeah, that'll be the Moana, basically.
Before Weapons, I think we got a. Oh no! We got the official trailer. I saw it before Weapons, but we got it online first. So yeah.
Did you say last week that Avengers Doomsday could have a teaser?
I believe it will. I don't know that it's here. If it's here, then we are far earlier getting it than I thought. But I don't think it's here.
Yeah, I remember in the past, Black Widow was in the middle of filming during Comic-Con. They left filming, flew over to San Diego Comic-Con, and they said, here's what we were able to prepare. We have a few days, and we got a trailer for you. It didn't go public, though. I do think, though, that if they do something here, it will go public for Avengers Doomsday, wouldn't it?
I would assume so. Yeah, it'd have to.
Yeah.
Well, I don't say it has to, but I would assume so.
It could be one of those. We're on the set. Hey, this is the new actor. This is Robert Downey. Oh, good to be working with you again, pal. And then it'll say Avengers Doomsday. There won't actually be scenes, I don't think.
And you can't stop people. I would say it's going to go public also because you can't stop people from recording it and leaking it. I would rather be the studio. If I'm the studio, I would rather release it myself than everybody see it through some shoddy, third camera. So I would assume if they do release it here, which I, again, still don't think that they are, but if they do, I'd assume they have to have some footage, something. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Brother Stark is taking it where I was going to take it. Casting announcement for a recast of T'Challa at D23. That's what I want.
Well, I don't see that.
Do it in front of a crowd, have it well received, and you don't have to worry about, oh, it's too unsensitive, this and that. It's a crowd of screaming people. Yay! You get Derek Boseman. Hey, Black Panther 3 is coming. My brother Chadwick.
Y'all give the studio too much.
His brother attended like 4 years ago, and he got an award. Yep. Chadwick Boseman got an award. He accepted on his behalf. It was a thing.
Yeah. But that was an award that Chadwick won, I'm not even going to go into that part. I'm just saying, I think y'all give this studio too much. And I understand it's a hope. And I have the same hope. I say this every time. It's a hope. You want the character. I want the character. We all want to see the character. But you are giving a studio that has shown you time and time again over the past 5 years. 3 if you want to start it Wakanda Forever. More, no, let's go 5, the announcement. Over the past 5 years that they could give a good goddamn about Black characters. And I don't know what it's, maybe again, I've said this too. Maybe once you finally, sip the Kool-Aid and realize that, hey, they're actually not recasting him, and you see it with the clarity that those of us that have come to that conclusion are seeing it with, maybe then that'll be the thing that makes you really realize, damn, this studio really does not care about us. Because I've been there. I've been at that place. I mean, we talk about it every day on the channel. Regardless if T'Challa is a topic or not, he always comes up because that's what this community over here is passionate about. But within that passion, as I've said before, I understand the hope, but have reason, have the fortitude to really see what I don't know what it's going to take. I think it's really going to take the not announcing the recast. I think it's really going to take the seeing that it's actually T'Challa or whatever the direction is they're going with, or if they do bring the actual T'Challa back, which prayers for Secret Wars and Doomsday.
Yeah.
it'll be the okay, he was here for the moment and then he's gone again. I've said this before, and again, I have no inside knowledge. I don't know anything. My own source even tells me they're recasting him officially. I don't know anything. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And the reason I don't believe that is because, again, guys, what we just talked about a few days ago with this soft reboot. Everybody's like saying out of the wanting T'Challa, like, oh yeah, T'Challa, Black Panther 3, you know, da 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 da. Guys, bro, come on. And why would he do that? Why would the studio do that? We're currently talking about an X-Men team without Wolverine, with possibly Kamala Khan at the center, because in the comic she did say to me, my X-Men, did she not?
Something like that. Marvelous X-Men, yeah.
We're still chugging on what Feige wants. We're still on that train. So until that train stops and we get a new conductor, I don't think you're getting the things that you want. We're simply, even in Doomsday Secret Wars, it'll be a lot of fan service, I do believe, and I do possibly it's not as strong as the rest of you, but possibly believe that one of those fan servicey moments might be T'Challa. But as I've said before, they are looking at the overall crowd here. They're not paying attention to us. And by not paying attention to us, I've used this example. I'm going to continue to use this example because he thinks of himself as this, and he is, as this ginormous channel. When you have people like Josh over the Den of Nerds who say that he influenced or had some influence on them taking out or limiting hashtag super shit in Superman because they're watching, he believes that the studios are watching him and paying attention to him and his audience. Well, that he also strongly believes that Marvel, more so than DC, are watching his streams. So when you have someone like that with that influence and that magnitude over there saying to 12,000 plus viewers during a live stream, chat, join me in being okay with it. If it's just a male Black Panther in there, I don't care if it's the son or not, it's a male. We're good with that, right? That's a W. We're back, right? And you have the chat throwing goddamn W's. And then you can take it over.
I didn't see that stream.
Oh,
are you talking about the same one I'm talking about?
I screen recorded it. I have that stream. So
I'm gonna have to have a word with this man.
This is what I've told you about this in private. I've told you about this in our DMs. This is what
and he said put the W's in the chat.
Yeah, this is I sent you the video. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is that same conversation. So when you have these type of things going on, and then you look on Instagram or hell, take it to Facebook, and you know, because Marvel has a Facebook page, even though a lot of us aren't spending our time on Facebook, Marvel has a Facebook page, and they post to Facebook, and you would think, you know, well, that's really the perfect place because there's not a whole bunch of big comic heads. I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook, but when I am on Facebook and I see Marvel post something like, for example, when all the conversations were going on about recasting T'Challa last summer. Remember when Jeff broke that and then broke last summer, and then I posted the video I posted about Damson, everybody did all that kind of stuff went on.
I think that was November or December.
I posted my video in June of last year. So
the Jeff Snyder report is in the winter time, not summer.
Okay, that might have been during the winter. So whenever that happened, all those AI pictures were coming out of Aldous Hodge and all this and all that. And everybody, even then, because some of those pictures were getting shared to Facebook, the people on Facebook were even saying in the little comments, if he's the kid, yeah. I mean, and people, one of the main things they all like to say is everybody keeps saying recast. They did that. They did it at the end of the second one. Did you not watch the post-credit scene? So the masses don't think the way the petition signers think.
Doug, the petition writer doesn't think the way the I think.
And if they don't think that way, and the studio themselves are paying attention to guys like Josh and paying attention to the overall audience and paying attention to those type of things. Comics Explains and those guys. And even though New Rock Stars has kind of changed their tune.
Nah, add him to the list.
It's just like, where are we getting this? I get it. I know where we're getting it. It's just the hope of wanting to see our character. But if you read the room,
And this room, Johnny says that it's going to be in Orlando. Thank you for saying that, for letting us know about that. D23 is happening in Orlando. Back to Josh and what he says in front of all these people, thousands of people. And if you're saying, hey, a W's in the chat, to child, we can do it, we can accept it. The overwhelming force of like acceptability for TJ it's always been the problem with me. It's always been that. I think it's destructive. I don't think they realize how like regressive that they're doing. They're like, okay, look, all these white superheroes like Batman and Superman, they get to be reoccurring, right? New actor, we can re-envision them and we can have their stories told and they're relevant for time's end. But for T'Challa, nope. Just name his kid T'Challa. Bob's your uncle. It's the same fucking shit. What? Male, black. If you're for satisfying those two things, you call him T'Challa. That's representation. That's quote unquote the portrayal of T'Challa. You can get that with the child. And I think that it's a dead end, but it's also intentional from these studios. We swear we're not racist, so we care about diversity. Studios we're like, all right, look, this is the best case scenario because we can make this kid get popular and get huge, and we know there's a ceiling on him because we will stop using him after 10 years, after a full-on hard reboot, starting from scratch. We're not going to use TJ anymore, and people who have invested in him get nothing from him anymore. That's destructive.
And I also think that that's going to come when Coogler's gone as well. You know, Coogler also said he's been tied down to franchise films for a while. He does not want to continue to do franchise films. I do believe that Black Panther will probably, until maybe later on down the line, they may call him back to do another something in Marvel, but will probably be his last film to Marvel. I'm telling you guys, the stuff we saw in the interviews with him, with the breakfast, that wasn't enough for me. That wasn't enough. I know people were trying to read between the lines and say, oh, well, he could be the way he's laughed. See, he didn't laugh this way 2 years ago. That's not enough for me. I need the nigga to actually say, I'm recasting T'Challa. I don't believe he is, simply because, like I've said, to Marvel, well, hell, it damn sure is now. Wakanda Forever was a success. It was a success. It got $800 million in a day and age where Marvel can barely pass 400 million now. It was a success for them. That's yay. We did it. And we also sent off our guy. And people loved it. And now I've said many times, a lot of people, the numbers for Wakanda Forever came from curiosity and people wanting to pay tribute to Chadwick Boseman. You can't do that again and expect people to come watch that. I don't believe that works again. But I do believe, because people are still riding on those coattails of it was supposed to honor Chadwick and this and this and that, they're going to want to go see the third one. And he, in that third one, Ryan Coogler, is not going to take the story that he worked on in 2022 and say, you know what, let's dead that. Let's dead it. And then now T'Challa's back. The only way I think T'Challa actually comes back into the MCU, because and I know nobody likes hearing this. I'm sorry. This is just, I'm reading the room. I'm a realist, because you have T'Challa and it's in that kid. And that's what they're going to call him. I've said that. Me and Marcus have gone back and forth on this many times on the Pantheon. They're not going to call him Toussaint in the MCU. They're not going to call him Junior in the MCU. In the MCU, heroes and people around him, people of Wakanda, his auntie, they are going to call him T'Challa. They're not calling him anything else. Why do you think in the post-credit scene he said Toussaint first, and then he said, but
what's your Wakandan name? T'Challa, the son of King T'Challa.
It's a harsh reality.
Johnny said super shit was still in the movie though.
Yes, I was going to answer that. It was, but to Josh's say, and we don't know this for sure, because when he was one of the ones. Well, actually, he wasn't. It was the person that I don't remember who it was. I think he was one of the ones at the very beginning that said super shit was in the film and how heavy it was in the film and blah, 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 blah. But then I guess once that got around that it was going to be in the film and people started griping about it and complaining. And then after people saw screenings of it and confirmed it was in the film and it was in the film as much as they were saying it was in the film, even though James Gunn says there was no reshoots like that, people believe, and Josh is one of them people that believe that because his voice was so loud and others' voices were so loud and the influence he has, they went and minimized how much super shit was in the film. That's his belief.
Yeah. And I kind of believe there's truth to that. Marvel had 3 movies this year that were not successful and they hoped for. Feige has to be seeing and hearing this outcry from real fans not showing up. I think, that's the thing. That's a good thing about Fantastic Four. Like, okay, we need to please them. All right, we will. Maybe it was a mistake to do a movie outside the universe or like all the other problems. It should have been Doctor Doom. Should have been Silver Surfer.
They're not thinking that though. Literally. Bob Iger just said last week, we're working on Fantastic Four 2. Because we believe this family is successful. They don't think that. They're not thinking like you're thinking. Bob Iger, the guy above Feige, said Fantastic Four was a success. We're working on the sequel, and after fans see them in Avengers, they're going to love them more. So what from that makes you think? Now, he could just be coming out and just saying that just to try to save face. Maybe behind the scenes, it's like the SpongeBob episode. Everything's on fire in their heads. Maybe it's like that. I don't know. But they're coming out and saying Fantastic Four 2 on the way. In the film, has it crossed 400? Is it? But it's on the way. 2's on the way. I mean, come on. I think the film's great. I love Fantastic Four. I think it's great.
Yep, it has 437.
So, we call it a fail. We call it a fail because what we're used to Marvel doing, and I still believe even internally they're calling it a fail. I believe that. I just believe that. But they're talking sequels. They're talking they're talking once fans see them in Avengers, you're gonna love them even more. We didn't go get Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby and Joseph Quinn for nothing. We're talking sequels now. And maybe Pedro can say, "Oh yeah, I knew your father in another universe," because I believe he is in every universe. They've shown you he's in animation, he's in gaming, he's in live action. I think he's in every goddamn universe. I've said that before. I think he's dead in every universe. And I think whatever sickness plagued him plagued Wakanda everywhere, and they just couldn't, being the smartest fuckers in Marvel, couldn't figure it out.
And Damson Idris will be playing a version of T'Child or T'Chanda or to someone who's not actually T'Challa.
I don't know. I don't know.
So your source who did tell us Comic-Con, it's coming, that's why they'll announce who's the new actor. Did your source switch up and say, no, at Orlando at D23, that's when they'll do it? They just have to cancel the plans. They're saving it. You didn't get any?
No, nothing like that. Just that it's still the plan.
We're still looking at Damson Idris, huh? Aldous Hodge did tell us that's all fan love.
But you remember? Yeah, he did say that. Sorry, this was still to your last question. But you remember what he said the last time? I think I read it to you. We read it. Did we read it on Pantheon? Where he was saying like, be championing, be intentional with who you want to be, like all that kind of stuff. It's like, what be intentional with who you want to be, the Black Panther. Say that you want it to be Aldous Hodge or because right now they're leaning toward Damson. If they lean toward Damson, it's gonna be to Junior, because they're like all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Even our conversations confuse me. Don't get me wrong, guys. When I do speak with the source, it's not like it's I'm just receiving information. I'm combative. I want to know, because I'm always like, sometimes I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That I don't understand how that even plays into any of this. So I don't know. We'll see. But I am still of the mind, and this is not me again trying to. I'm hopeful. I want to be as hopeful as you guys are too. I'm not as hopeful. I'm hopeful, but I don't see that being the case, man. I just don't. If they do, it would be the smartest thing for them to do. But even if they don't, it's still we and this is the last thing I'm saying on it. We're saying, okay, if it ain't T'Challa, we're not going. If it's not T'Challa, son of T'Chaka, we're not.
But we can be influential with that stuff. I know not everyone. If we go to Josh's chat every stream and we say every time the T'Challa conversation comes up, no T'Challa, no T'Challa, he can be influenced. I've seen people move from T'Challa accepting to, oh, let's get rid of Tucson. It's got to be actual T'Challa. I've seen that change. I've seen that. Like, you can get Josh to stop saying W in the chat if it's got to be T'Challa. You can convince him enough times. You can provide more examples of what Mr. Terrific is doing. He's not gonna come at it from a race perspective. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not. Is a Polish dude living in America. I can't fill in the blanks of what his backstory was. And
Josh, but he flip flops. He flip flops. He said that like you just said. He said what you've said before. He's like, I'm a Polish guy living in America. You just need to go watch these black creators, content creators that are talking about recast T'Challa, see the points of views they're coming from. But he's like, it's like you say that in one stream, and then the next stream you're like, but if it's a man, we're cool, right? Like, it's like, bro, what are
this is the empty and this is the full. I want to fill the gas on these guys' tanks, all the content creators, even the black ones, to get it all the way to full, to where it's like, oh, I've been hearing so much. I've been thinking so much about it. Every time the conversation, the topic rises, T'Challa is rejected. And so I'll change what I used to say to what the new policy is, which is Black Panther can only be T'Challa, and T'Challa is not interchangeable with other characters to substitute and do the, quote, the portrayal of T'Challa can be executed by his son. That's bullshit. So more advocacy, more in the live chats, continue. You know, I'm not at every live chat, but continue every time Den of Nerds brings it up. Let him know, like, yo, TJ is not acceptable at all. He'll see it. And that's just him, but everyone else. Comics Explained needs to hear it, apparently. I hope he was just doubling down on the mantle thing. No, never mind. I'm not going to say that. But sometimes, you know, when you're wrong and you just want to prove you're right, all I ever said was it's a mantle. I just said it's a mantle. I didn't say I wanted a child. I hope that's what, you know, emotions come out from him. How about we don't speak on Black Panther until something concrete comes out? Same for Blade. No need running your blood pressure every week about it. Worry about what you know is coming for sure. Well, nothing's coming for sure.
I've said this before. I actually boycotted. I actually stopped talking about Black Panther. You remember that? Remember when you guys were talking about I wouldn't join in the conversation? But then I was told, no, I need to join the conversation because it adds to the conversation. I have a show, I'm a host, and da-da-da. So, hey, if he gets brought up, I'm not going to stay silent like I used to.
There's a time to stay silent. There is a time for the apathy that Marcus was always telling me to do. And I'm saying not now. We got to continue talking about it when it's relevant. So D23, will they announce Damson Idris or whoever the actor is playing T'Challa? Once they finally concrete, solidify, and it won't be T'Challa. Black Panther 3 is happening, but it won't be T'Challa. The policy that you're saying where we just don't talk about it, there, boom. I'm not talking about Black Panther anymore. I hope you guys make 45 cents.
45 cents.
45 cents. Just, you know, for Trump, 45. I don't think that will make much difference because his chat is also a minority opposed to the worldwide general audience. But we're talking about Den of Nerds' chat?
Mm-hmm.
But the influence, though, like...
I get what you're saying, but there are people that view the recast crowd, which I think is just insane to compare.
Snyder cults?
Yes. And they are always in there saying, oh, the recast crowd's just like that. They're so annoying. They're so that, so that. I'm telling you, we are not the majority. We are not. The tide has shifted for sure since 2022. The tide has definitely shifted. It has definitely made a turn, but I don't know that it's shifted in the way of like to change anything like that. But we'll see. We'll see. 2028 is when it comes out. We'll know next year with Doomsday, whatever role that Black Panther that was imaged in or pictured in the images that leaked, because regardless of what the Russos say, that too many other rumors that have come out have lined up with those pictures. So I do believe those pictures. So, and of course, Damson, and this to me being Damson's likeness, not a 1-for-1 image, is as Tina explained. And I know I go to Tina a lot. I use Tina as an example a lot because Tina knows people that actually work for Marvel. She knows people that that were in Black Panther, that have worked on Black Panther. She's got good insights. As she was explaining, it's not going to be, because people were saying, well, it doesn't even exactly look like Damson. Well, it can't look exactly like Damson because Damson has signed no contracts with them or anything like that. It can't be a 1-for-1 of Damson. It has to be his likeness. So I do believe that this is Damson Idris. And if this is him, then this is definitely happening in Doomsday. It's just which T'Challa or Black Panther is this? That's it. I mean, because we know he's in it. He's definitely there. It's just, who is that?
And if it is really T'Challa, the mission is also like continuing, because is he going to stay after Secret Wars, and will he be in Black Panther 3 leading the franchise onward? MT had something that convinced me that the tide is shifting. How would you feel if Marvel introduced a new T'Challa variant in Secret Wars to be the Black Panther after Secret Wars? I'd be excited 87%, and only 12% were cooning with, and there was 400 votes. Nothing you get on the internet is 87%. That's huge. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. I was shocked he posted that. But yes, what Network even said too, that it's a possibility. I mean, Damson's name, I mean, he's talking to them. We don't know since the yes/no interview, the conversations he's had with Marvel. You know, and remember that one video I shared. What's her name? Is it Tasha K? Was it Tasha K? Let me share that again. Remember this video? I shared this video around that time where Tasha K had said that Damson had loose lips at a party and confirmed that he was playing the Black Panther.
I'm sorry, I don't remember this interview, but I mean, it exists, right?
I'm about to. Do I still have it?
About to send it over?
Yeah, about to try to. We gotta find it.
Okay, I'll read some some chats.
That's fine.
Grand recast bros are not Snyder bros. Yeah, I know.
No, we know that.
I think it's so different to be asking for racial equality and talk about the progression of black characters, one of the first early ones, one of the iconic ones, impactful ones, positive depictions. That's rare in movies, and it's rare when these black actors and black casts get that much of a budget. I think that's always what I have led with. And to compare us to, because we're persistent, we're just like the Snyder brothers. No, bro, the Snyder bros are pulling up on James Gunn and all some of the other stuff that we covered here. We're not that at all. We do trending days. We do, maybe they do too, but we're just not. There's the only thing you can say is, there's a hashtag.
Check the messages. So there's evidence that supports everything that we're talking about with Damson, with T'Challa, and all that kind of stuff. It's just who is he playing exactly? So, like Network said, it's very possible that Damson's name could be on the back. I did. It's in the morning.
Red. Do you see on your screen how it's red? It didn't send.
Why the fuck is it red?
Yeah, I can just see it on the bottom. I can't really, you're not full, but try it again. Put it in the private chat actually of the StreamYard.
Oh, I guess that would make sense, huh?
Yeah. The champagne got to Damson that night. What is this video? It's an Instagram video?
Yeah, Tasha K.
Share screen, Instagram.
Unwind with Tasha K.
Damn good. Okay. To replace the old Black Panther, we got word that Damson was telling his business, said that he was pretty lit. It's supposed to be a secret and a major announcement, but ain't nothing no secret about him. I don't give a damn, bro. Like, if I get the information that's coming out, he is officially the new Black Panther. And I like it. that is a huge congratulations to him. Okay, and I know he's gonna be pissed when he sends this video, but Damson, I got a job to do just like you. But I hope you go do a damn good job on this screen. You know, you got some big shoes to fill. And I don't remember him ever doing martial arts. So this is going to be different. Damson is a real African. Even though he's from the UK, his parents are African, okay? Chadwick.
I'm sorry. Remember what I was talking to you about, but it was after the stream about real African, this African.
Yes.
Bro, the 500 years ago, both of these actors were from the same place. But anyways, genetically, all right, let's go.
I think he's American, but
Did you watch that video I told you to watch?
Yeah, I did. I saw it.
Okay, well, we'll talk
look,
after.
it's just, you know, the way that he looks or whatever. But who else would replace Chadwick? I didn't even like Michael B. Jordan in it. Like, I just felt like he wasn't dark skinned enough. I don't know. Especially with his lust and love for white girls, it's just like when you see black men date white girls, they just glow. I don't see them as black. But with this, like, and Damson, he like white girls too. For some reason, he's been able to maintain his blackness for now. But I saw the jury line that he started, and it gave very much The Crown. Like he knew them people at the palace. Like he knew the people at the palace, and he was gonna sell them jewels to him because he had a bracelet.
Okay, you gotta cut Tasha sometimes. Like last
losing me, like her credibility and everything. And Killmonger's mom was from America. She could have been whatever skin tone. And then, you know, the dad, and they could have made Killmonger. Don't say he was too light for the movie.
Like okay, so her side notes aside,
okay,
it is still evidence to what Damson has said. It's evidence to what I was told about Damson. It's evidence to the yes, no. It's evidence to all that. It's evidence to the picture that leaked, all of that stuff. So anyway, we know he's having conversations with Marvel. We don't know if he got lit one night. I mean, I don't think that she's just pulling that story out of her ass. You know, I think maybe somebody really did say, "Hey, Tasha, I got a scoop for you. Here's what's going on." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Again, we know there's a track record here, so it's very possible his name could be on one of those damn chairs.
Jeff Snyder and Tasha, I put in the same field. They don't know this superhero stuff. So she said he's the Black Panther. Bro, it could be the same thing you just said. Doomsday, Secret Wars, adios.
It could be, and that's the again. If you take yourselves back to when we first started kind of talking about a variant of him possibly showing up in Secret Wars, that's what I had said. I was like, I believe if he does show up, and I do believe he will, it's gonna be the jingle effect, the keys. Here he is. You got him. Happy. All right, he's here for 2, and just like that, he's gone.
And then they go, so what? We did recast, bro. These guys. It's like the Snyder cut because they got their Snyder cuts. And then they kept on complaining. Fuck, nothing can please these guys. Yep, it's now Marvel.
Yeah. Am I gonna be mad about seeing T'Challa possibly in a bigger role and for 2 movies? No. Am I gonna be mad when he leaves? Of course. And then that will answer the stuff for 3 if that is indeed how it plays out, because again, we don't know how it's going to play out. I really hope that he is playing T'Challa, son of T'Chaka, in those, and even if he is in Secret Wars and Doomsday, I mean, that's cool, but future wise, what are we doing moving after that?
Yep, it's an ongoing long-term mission. This racism shit didn't just pick up in 2018. That's not when it started. Having characters who are relevant for every generation is important, and that's what this mission is. Kevin Feige clearly doesn't understand it. Ryan Coogler's only got 1 more movie left with them. I don't think he's staying. He's not going to admit he's wrong. Nate Moore's gone. I don't know. It's very confusing. It's very confusing. Maybe Kevin Feige's contract needs to be even by then, actually, because he's got 2 years left on the contract. By then, will have already filmed Black Panther 3, and they'll be way deep into development. I really kind of wish that Black Panther 3 happens in 2030, just so that Doomsday and Secret Wars can perform, and then they go, wait, let's keep Damson, or whoever it is, whoever will be playing actual T'Challa. Let's keep him. We're going to bring him over to the main universe. But we don't really have enough turnaround time to let's see how Doomsday and Secret Wars performed and how much people liked him. If he takes off the way people love Mr. Terrific and dress up like him for Superman, then they could go, oh, he's worthy of using as the main guy. But we don't have that. They will already be deep in the writing process of Black Panther 3 and probably filmed by the time Secret Wars comes out. Just working on the VFX.
Just throwing this out here, and I do agree. Has anyone checked on Divine? You know, kid actors grow, as we've seen with Percy Jackson. It's been 2022 since we've seen him.
I think his name Divine Love.
What does he look like now?
Divine and Lovely? Divine-Love.
I don't think I'm spelling his name right. Let me see. Not only that, I have something else to propose to you also.
Ooh. That was an old picture.
Yeah, these are old. I have something else to propose to you also. You know how Coogler likes working with Michael B. Jordan and everything like that. Loves working with Michael B. Jordan. The young man from Sinners, that was his first role ever. He made it public that he wants to play Miles Morales. Now, that's not going to happen. But I know someone who got me my first role that already has their foot in the door at Marvel. Hey, bud, I'm doing Black Panther 3. I don't have a older Toussaint. Want to be the Black Panther?
Oh, you're right. Wasn't he asked a question about using actors from Sinners taking it over to Black Panther?
He might have been.
He was asked that question. And he said he couldn't get into it. So that could be Miles Canton, who's going to be now playing Toussaint. Or it also could mean Jamie Hayter playing Storm, which is what I thought initially. Yeah, he was asked that question, whether it was on Sway or Shannon. Yeah, one of them asked him. There was only 3 interviews. And then the Breakfast Club interview, there were 3 times we got some stuff. Not really anything else from anyone else. And Miles Canton is 18 and 19 right now. The musician and actor. He's 20 years old. Like, he turned 20. Yeah, bro. Now, he's not an actor, though. He just acted once.
That was his first role.
And he's doing something, playing music, so like that's not hard. He wasn't acting. He was just being himself.
He was acting, though, in the other parts where he's not singing. He's acting. I mean, he had to act like he was eating Jamie Lawson. So that's acting. He had to act like he was scared of the vampires. That's acting.
I think there's levels, but okay.
No, it's definitely levels to acting, but what are we needing him to do here?
Lead the movie?
I mean, but we're saying this as if Marvel has not led with unknowns before.
Look, he'll be auditioning. He'll get a script.
Divine's mom posted something of him, looks like 70 weeks ago. He's doing martial arts, but there was something more recent 3 weeks ago.
Oh, he's doing martial arts?
But there's something more recent as of 3 weeks ago where he looks significantly taller here, but this is too small a video. It won't let me enlarge it. Oh, that's not him. That's his mom.
He'll be the perfect T'Challa in 20 years when they do a reboot and they need T'Challa.
Yeah,
be a
if
great
this
full
picture is
circle.
any into anything, he's still too small. He still looks like he did at the damn post-credit scene.
Oh, yeah. Of course not. Yeah. Whoever they actually use for grown-up Toussaint won't be him.
Oh, this is from 2024.
From 2024? 1 year ago and 3 months?
Hey, brother, look at the Percy Jackson cast, how much they grew. The Stranger Kids crew. Yeah, he hasn't really posted anything since all of that. So
Good. Protect your mental health. You don't need this attention from the internet. Are you kidding me?
hey, man, I'm just saying. I didn't even think about it until really just now, and now I'm looking at him. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he is Toussaint.
I mean, brother helping another brother. It's a young actor. If I'm Ryan Coogler, if I can help another young brother, and then hey, if I can help him also be on the same set with one of the greatest actors of our community, Denzel Washington, and he can learn from the great on set. And now I'm being facetious, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's funny. We'll see. This is another one like Doomsday and Secret Wars. I'm very much invested in seeing what the fuck is going to happen. D-Stizzle said Icon Slade backstory would be Ryan's wet dream. But he's better with original IPs.
The story we were on was D23, and D23 talks about all Disney TV shows and movies. They'll probably give us some Wonder Man, and maybe a mention of Vision Quest exists if it comes in the next 12 months, which it might. So they'll probably mention that between now and the next D23. And on the X-Men 97, Spider-Man Friendly Neighborhood, they'll probably talk about it. You okay?
Hey,
it got in your windpipe type.
It did.
Fucking here, look at the slate of Marvel stuff that they have to talk about at D23. Marvel Zombies, maybe they'll talk about that because that's coming in October. Lame. Wonder Man, lame. Daredevil's next season, they'll probably bring that up, and you could get a sizzle reel because March is a long time. Oh, Vision Quest is actually 2026.
Ooh, we better get something for Vision Quest.
We don't actually know though if it'll come in the first half of 2026 or second half. And then Your Friendly Neighborhood. There's nothing else on the movies front. Or okay, they've got the specials, and there will probably be an Untitled Punisher special in 26 that they'll talk about. They'll probably talk about that, but there's no footage of it. They haven't filmed that. He's too busy filming Spider-Man, isn't he? Did he finish filming?
No. They've wrapped Punisher. Punisher's done.
I'm expecting some footage then. So then, short films. Where's the movies? The movies that they have to talk about that are coming out in the next 12 months would be Spider-Man, but they can't do that. Sony.
Yeah, no, they're not going to talk about Spider-Man.
They have no movies. Marvel doesn't have much to say. Now they could announce, maybe say, we're going to do a movie between Doomsday and Secret Wars. You ready? And here's the title, Doctor Strange 3.
That could be big if they do that.
Good surprise.
I think that could be big. And I think it is that Doctor Strange film if they do that.
Yes. Something else needs to happen before 2027 can't just have one movie. That would be crazy.
There is
Technically,
something
26 has only one movie because Spider-Man belongs to Sony and they only pay for a part of it.
Yeah. Are they saying they said there's a film in between Doomsday and Secret Wars? Or
yeah, it was in the slate. And then there's 4 films for 2028. So what is the mysterious movie between Doomsday and Secret Wars?
It would have to be Strange. I mean, what else makes sense?
He's due. Blade could happen, but I also have my doubts about that because of course you would know why. So it's probably Doctor Strange 3. It'll happen in Battle World. It'll build to Secret Wars. And just like Captain Marvel was in between both of those movies, if you can convince me in Doomsday the Doctor Strange movie is relevant, yes, do it. So much for too much homework, but to me, it'll incentivize me in the summer, to watch a Doctor Strange movie, to get amped for the Secret Wars movie.
Yeah.
Marvel's fine. I'm telling you, Marvel's going to be good.
I think they're going to be fine too. Yeah, for the next 3. I just think it's once you get to that. Well, I use fine loosely, not like. I mean, fine. They're going to be fine, obviously, but it's not going to be like the fine they are accustomed to being. And then once we get to that X-Men phase, I'm telling you, if I could be wrong. I could be like, oh, we're just exaggerating. None of us know till we get there, and that's true. But I think if you drop the ball on X-Men, I think that's your last ball to drop. I don't think you have any more to drop. I think if you drop the ball on the X-Men and you have a piss poor return during that saga, can you recover from that? I mean, I don't know. then would it be the hard reboot? Then you just hard reboot with everybody already?
This is very telling D23, fam, because Comic-Con was canceled. What were you saving up? What were you going to say there that you're going to say here? What are you trying? Like, you're on the ropes, you know. Marvel hasn't really been firing on cylinders. Fantastic Four wasn't so fantastic. Here's where you go crazy in front of your boss. Your boss is behind the curtains with a headset, hearing everything, listening to the crowd reaction. Shit. Yeah, you better mention the X-Men. And not Kamala Khan is a mutant. Some of your bigger guns than
She'll
that.
be there. She'll be there.
You should be there, though. I'm not mad at the character at all and the actress and everything. You should be there. Don't be the head of the movie called X-Men when we've been waiting for the X-Men since you acquired the rights and even before that. And then you give me Kamala Khan's story of the X-Men. We're going to adapt those comics that Iman Vellani was writing last year. Don't do that. D23 is going to be a Toy Story 5. You're right. I'm not even thinking about their others. Incredibles, maybe live action Moana. Yeah. Remember, the people asked for quality, not quantity. So we can't be shocked. This is the slate right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
I think there was a super chat that came in.
Did we have one?
Clickety clank, clickety clank. The money goes into my piggy bank.
You see Alfonso Rivera? Chill. Stop. Not everything is about racism. I remember seeing a long interview with Whitney Mandela, and she spoke about her grief of him dying in prison. I remember it. Well, what do you want me to do? Invalidate your memory and tell you that he didn't actually die in prison? That was Michael. Thank you. But
he said that he remembers it. He said he watched her on TV.
Sure, I'm sure like the news reporters presented it that way to make you believe Nelson Mandela was dead.
What about his widow? She was in on it?
I'm sure what she was saying was, I'm grieving because dude's in jail. I don't know. I'm imagining things. I wasn't there. I didn't receive it, but I can paint the picture with it because I know how the media works. They work in a way to make you think this guy's long gone and dead. Is that not racism? Like, is it not racism to make you feel like, yeah, just like Malcolm X, some of these older leaders, some of these greats, they're in the past, they're dead, long gone, you know, to snipe, to get the black messiah, quote unquote. Everything's racist. And so I don't want to use the term Mandela effect. I'll just call it something else. Oh, I misremembered it. Oh, I had a false memory. Oh, we don't have to call it the Mandela effect. I probably should have clicked on that before the D23, but you know how it is. We don't like to stop in between some of our, like, whatever the next subject is. So we're doing Spider-Man Brand New Day. We don't want to stop to talk about the for the super chats. So Spider-Man Brand New Day is a rumor. Carrie Coon is reportedly rumored to play a villain in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Where's she from? I've seen her face.
Proxima Midnight.
Whoa. Hey. Why? Because she's part of Thanos' order and it's going to end with an incursion?
I don't believe this rumor. And it could be. She could be in it. But was she not just saying in a recent podcast why she was not in Endgame?
Yes.
Because she didn't make a lot of money, and her husband talked about it. And I think he was on the podcast too, and they both said it was bullshit and ridiculous. So I guess they must have either bills are due, or they put enough zeros. I don't believe they put enough zeros for Proxima Midnight, but somebody must have spoke too soon. Bills must be due, because obviously, if this rumor is true, she's back.
Yeah, we heard your husband on the podcast talking about how we were telling you no. You tried to negotiate up your contract for the 15th, the 50th member on the cast. Yeah. And your husband says that, yeah, anyways, fuck it. my stupid little example. Carrie Coon is back reportedly. I hope she's playing Proxima Midnight, but she doesn't have to because there's so much prosthetics and face stuff happening. Gemma Chan, who played Minerva, also played someone in Eternal, Cersei. I think this applies the same way. I wouldn't have done it though. With Gemma Chan, I would not have done it. But it is what it is.
Yeah, she may be in it. She may be in it. If she is in it, some people were saying, maybe Viper, since the whole Viper rumor is current. There's a Spider Queen rumor. Who knows? Marvel's did say they're going to try it. Well, Marvel didn't say. Scoops said that Marvel's trying to keep it a secret until the film actually debuts. I don't believe they'll be able to do that, but we'll see. We'll see.
I'll pull up the tweet from Cosmic Marvel. Spider-Man Brand New Day will reportedly be filming scenes of Spider-Man fighting villains in the coming days and weeks. Filming in Glasgow will wrap up this Thursday for now. Yeah, didn't we already know that?
That he was coming with the villain? I don't think we knew the villain thing. We knew for sure the Punisher scene he was filming, but the villain scene, I don't know. So I'm wondering if it's just, the villains that have been announced at like Tarantula, Scorpion, Tombstone, Zorba-Man, those guys. Is it going to just be because then you can't hide it. I mean, if they're filming the fighting scene, you're going to see, especially with all those cameras out there that have been out there, you're going to see whoever unless it's just the dots and you don't know. If it's Michael Mando standing out there, then okay, well, that's Scorpion. He's fighting or whoever. We don't know who's playing Tombstone or the others, so don't know. Or it could be Bruce.
Yeah, but he's filming now and waving at all the kids. Everything's great.
He is. He's
a lot of hype, though, because you know why? Look at the 4,000 likes on this. That's crazy. All this guy said was that reportedly will be filming scenes of Spider-Man fighting villains. 4,000 people liked it. Crazy.
Yeah, that's a Spidey effect.
Everything today is an effect and a factor.
Yeah, that's that Spidey effect. That's why, to me, he doesn't fall in this conversation of, oh, is the box office going to perform well? Spider-Man doesn't fall in that conversation. That's just me. I could be wrong.
But I doubt it.
I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it.
Let's touch on this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah.
Alex Perez, August Q&A Part 1. Marvel Studios Avengers Doomsday. He's doing a Q&A in August Part 1. Why is this a news story? I got to click on it?
Alex does these all the time. So anytime you get any type of news, like, oh, the Cosmic Circus said this, the Cosmic Circus says that, like, for example, the thing that Cornelius tagged us in today comes from this article with a slew of other reveals for Doomsday. Some things, a lot of shit we already knew, but says some things here.
Only Patreon supporters and paid tier Discord members with Stargazer roles have access to ask questions. Okay. Where are the questions, though? Here it is. Hey, Alex, last Q&A, you mentioned Shang-Chi would be major side character and Shuri would be a side character. Could you clarify the difference? I genuinely don't recall mentioning Shuri being a side character or differentiating the importance of roles between the two characters. But the way I see it, and it has been described to me, the heroes who have been the faces of Phase 4, 5, and 6 will be the ones who have a bigger focus in Doomsday, but would, or at least try to, have equal screen time and appearances. I'm hesitant to provide an actual estimate on character appearance runtimes now, because both scripts, of course, Avengers are being written without a specific runtime in mind. Yes, they have a goal time, but they want to play out the story they have in their head and then work around, cut, edit, reshoot as the production process develops. Can I add that the work around the cuts and the edits will happen because none of these Phase 4 and 5 movies have made much money. They're going to go, let's emphasize the X-Men or some of our old heroes to make money and to put it in trailers. The ones in the trailers will not be Shuri, Sam Wilson, Shang-Chi, She-Hulk, and what other movies did they make? The ones in the trailers won't be them. Only thing I can say for sure, that the main character or hero for Doomsday will be Robert Downey's Doctor Doom, in the same way Josh Brolin's Thanos was the main character of Avengers Infinity War. He put hero in quotes, right? Okay. So why are we acting like he's going to be the hero of the movie? Hero in the same way of Josh Brolin's Thanos. Yeah. Main protagonist. Yep, got it. Understood. Nothing more. What are the teams and duos that fans can expect? There's Sam's Avengers, the new Avengers with the Z, the Fantastic Four, Team Loki, and the X-Men. Oh, and Team Doom. Although he doesn't really need anyone. Ooh, he's got a team. That's new. I didn't know that.
That's not new. That's like year old, 2 years old.
Who's on the team?
It's likely going to be what they've been saying for a while. I'm assuming since Alex is now saying this and they've been saying it for a while, it's going to be like different versions of the Avengers.
Oh, yeah, the evil version of the Avengers. So Natasha Romanoff, but evil. Chris Evans, but evil.
Stupid.
Yeah. It's not going to hit the same. I know to them, the Hollywood people will say, oh, the actors are back. It's them. But to me, they're not doing what I know them to be. Robert Downey back as Dr. Doom didn't hit with me. And that's why I hope he's back as Iron Man. That's what my theory is, too. Now, it says, hi, Alex and Lizzie. Thanks a lot. As always, during these Q&As, as everyone pretty much know by now, some of the Earths that will be featured in Doomsday include 616, the MCU. 828, that's the Fantastic Four one. And the Fox X-Men's Earth, or some version of it. Any chance you can give a hint on any other Earths we visit? Even with Loki's intervention, the end of show season 2, the multiverse is still on the brink of collapse, and there's only a handful of viable Earths left. One of the Earths we're going to see is one completely decimated by the incursion, sort of to make the heroes understand what exactly they're up against.
Dun, dun, dun.
A decimated Earth, okay. Hi, Alex. As we know, the trades reported that Chris Evans and Haley Atwell will appear in Doomsday. Just wondering if you can elaborate on the arcs and the roles. End of the world, forced out of retirement, a hero's job is never done.
Yep. So the idea here is now that we know Luke Cage's house is not Luke Cage's house, and it is Chris Evans's 1960s house. The belief is either he created, this has always been kind of strange, either he created a branch timeline in Endgame, or he made that a part of the main timeline. So either they're going to go to a branch time, which I think since it's multiverse, maybe he made a branch timeline. Either they're going to go to a branch timeline to get him out of literal retirement because he retired in that life with Peggy, and have him come back. I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, for their story. It would have to be.
For their story, particularly their story. They don't care about the other movies. This will be a sequel to Avengers Endgame. The last thing I directed was dancing. I hope the same song is how the movie begins when Marvel Studios is playing their fanfare. It's been a long night. I hope we start right from there and we go, okay, good. All that other is bullshit. Who cares? This is following what happened after Cap, gave the stones and he was chilling with his girl Peggy Carter.
That's great. Sam be damned. Because the minute he picks up that shield again, none of that shit with Captain Falcon's gonna fucking matter. No one's gonna give a flying fuck if they ever did about him being on screen in Doomsday.
The costume department is really bringing it with some of these looks. The X-Men look like a blend between Astonishing X-Men and X-Men 97. And that's a picture of X-Men 97. That's fine. And someone asked, Alex, hope you're doing fine. Can I just read the answers? He says, I could see them doing a casting update before the end of the year, but I really wouldn't expect any big surprises outside maybe one or two I've heard being brought in for Doomsday, since it's mainly just heroes from Earth 616, the MCU. That have already been rumored before, like Parker, Stephen Strange, Clea, Monica Rambeau, Photon, Bruce Banner, Tatiana Maslany, Kate Bishop, Kamala Khan, Cassie Lang, Love. Who's Love? Oh, Love and Thunder, right? Love. Hope Van Dyne, Okoye, Team Loki, Deadpool, Wolverine. Her name is her real name, and she has the ability to break the fourth wall. every other character here, they wrote the character name. Am I reading into it?
I don't know why he put Tatiana Maslany. I'm happy she's in it, though. I think She-Hulk deserves a second chance done right with the right directors and writers. Because, again, She-Hulk is not a stupid character.
Someone asked about the actors who weren't part of the Chairs announcements who have already shot scenes for Doomsday. If so, do you have any idea who they may be? The actors, per se, no. But their stunt doubles, absolutely. Hi, Alex. Any ideas on what Thor's arc is going to be like? Join the fray to stop the incursion from destroying the universe. That's not even an answer. Of course, that's what Thor's mission is in this movie.
I'd be mad if I paid for that.
Any ideas on what Doom's motivations will be? He sees the incursions that are happening as a danger to the multiverse, and he wants to put a stop to it using young Franklin Richards. He sees himself as the hero in this story and will do whatever it takes to make sure he stays on top. Sounds like Doom to me. Yeah.
Doom.
Hi, Alex. Hope all's well. Will Molecule Man be in Doomsday? No. It'll be Franklin Richards and Loki. Hi, Alex and Lizzie. Thank you for so much for the opportunity. When might we get a teaser trailer for Doomsday? Well, let's work the math out on that. So you don't know the answer, okay? Okay. Alex, much of the speculation around Doomsday has focused on returning characters. Do you have any info you can share regarding new characters? Not much. Will the Library of Worlds be seen in Doomsday? There was a concept for it. Not entirely sure if it will come to pass, though. However, I did hear that there's a neat place from What If that we'll get to see become live action. That'll be the first.
What place and what if?
I don't know. Captain Carter's place, the library from Doctor Strange episode. Everyone loved the Doctor Strange episode from season 1. People told me to watch it. I did. Hi, Alex. Hi, Lizzie. This is my first time during one of these Q&As, so I have to ask two questions. In Doomsday's chair announcement, we saw 7 X-Men. I would like to know if we can expect some more characters. I heard Halle Berry was in talks a while ago. Hugh Jackman's stunt double was supposedly at Pinewood. It's okay if you can't get specific. I can't really elaborate as much, but the X Mansion is full of fun mutants. Well, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. Can you list these characters based on the size of their roles in Doomsday? Out of all 4, Monica's got the bigger role story-wise. Thor would show up more, if that makes sense. So, not so much for Magneto and Cyclops.
That's always been rumored for Monica, though, that she had the big role. She was going to be playing a very important... I would assume so. I mean, the only real incursion we've seen was in the Marvels. And really wasn't even a complete incursion. But the only real incursion we've seen was in the Marvels, and you end the post-credit scene with her. So I'd assume she has to play a big role. Because we're going to be going back and forth from whatever universe X-Men are in to 999, 828, and she's got to play that role of being the reason, the motivation that even brings 999 and 828 together to bring them to the X-Men. And then she's got to be like, wait. You know, she's smart too. There's something bigger going on here. And then Doom's gonna be like it's gonna be like that scene in Spider-Man. That's a neat trick, that sense of yours. I'm bullshitting. I don't know. But it is
the decimated Earth is T'Challa's. Hey though, why not? He's got no Earth to return back to. I'll stick it here in the MCU.
We've used that one. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
It wouldn't be ideal because I do want to explain why he still gets to be the king of Wakanda. A lot of people say you're not even our king.
Well, that's why I've said you destroy this Wakanda.
Yeah, destroy this Wakanda. Yeah.
You destroy this Wakanda, and then the only ones that survive are Suri, and I guess if you want that kid there, he can survive as well. Okoye, Queen Mother's gone. Yeah, some of the I guess some of the Doras, maybe. I don't know, because then you'd have to mix those Doras. I mean, don't they have an Okoye in their universe, right? And all that kind of stuff? Or I don't know. So yeah, maybe just maybe maybe just everyone from that Wakanda dies, and then you just take this new Wakanda. It's kind of like that again, SpongeBob episode, and just take this Wakanda and push it over here. And then we have a new Wakanda, and everybody in that Wakanda died. Tragically, it's sad. We'll have the same funeral you had for the T'Challa. But new Wakanda, same players.
Damson could be to Star-Lord. That's the what if episode we're adapting. Technically, didn't Shuri give up on the throne so that the family would have to fight M'Baku for the throne? Oh, that was a plot point in the movie? I only saw it once. I barely care about it. Shuri technically is not a princess anymore. Fuck cares, bro. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? You're asking me about this. Do you care? Darius, that was in the movie. Shuri, she gave up the throne. So what are they going to do?
I don't know. I don't know. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Is that all he said in that?
Rain said, oh no, I didn't know I was a minute behind. Hey, make sure you're live. And if you're not live, you can watch it in 1.5 speed and catch up. Yeah, that was it. They said part 2 of the interview comes up tomorrow.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that is. The last thing, I mean, like I said, we'll see. We'll see what goes on with Doomsday, of course, next year. It's actually coming faster than we think. There's only how many months left in this year? It's about to
5.
be it's about to be fall. They've got the signs up for the fucking state fair. I'm like, damn. Is it really fair season? It's crazy. So yeah, we're almost done with this year, and then we'll be blinking, and it's gonna be Doomsday.
You know what song aged well? All-Star Smash Mouth. The years start coming and they don't stop coming. That hits. Now that hits.
The years start coming and they don't stop coming. Why don't white folks make music like that no more?
We're not doing this.
No,
we're not doing that. Anthony Starr says goodbye to Homelander. We created a monster and we'll miss him. This is Anthony Starr. And everyone loves The Boys, and he's a character, bro. This guy is fucking fire. Did his thing. He is worth reading this entire quote. Okay, this entire goodbye. Looks like he put it on his notepad and on his iPhone.
Jesus, that's long.
That's what she said. Am I blocking some of the words with my screen? Here.
Yes, yeah.
Not so bad. Okay, it says, difficult for me to put into words what an incredible ride this has been. Much life and growth has occurred. How amazing the team is. It's truly been the highlight of my career. When we began, I had no idea what was coming. This juggernaut left the station and never stopped, except for the COVID moment. Oh, and the strikes. I think he's Republican, fam.
That believe so.
Too. That was a thing, too, because the way he just brought that up, all these people stopping their work for their rights, that's so Republican. But apart from those 2 times, it never stopped, boldly marking its mark on the television landscape. There's nothing else like it. It lives in its own lane. And at the end of the shoot, all there really is to say is thank you. The incredible Canadian crew, the amazing production team, the insanely talented cast, the people at Amazon, Sony that took a chance on this insane thing and made the great choice in casting me, and all the other people that contributed in some way, big or small, to this beautiful, complex, wrapped, delicious show. I loved this show and I loved this character. Truly, I will dearly miss heading to work, knowing what we were aiming for, but never knowing where we would find ourselves by the end of the day. Only that we would have fun and it would be creatively rewarding in the extreme. This complicated character allowed the space and range to discover and push boundaries in a way I never expected, and I will always be grateful for this experience. And of course, huge gratitude to my co-parent with this twisted gem of a character, Eric Ripka. We created a monster, sir, and I will miss him. And you. Till we roll out the last season, when I'll see you, but this creative chapter is closed and I'll miss it, brother. And finally, massive thank you to the fans. You are the lifeblood. Without you, we don't get to do this. And our fans are second to none. Mad love to you and deepest respect for your taste. Deepest respect for your taste.
Anthony Starr. Leaving.
The Anthony Starr as Homelander is Dean Cain in real life. Can I say something though? Like saying goodbyes and having those emotional. That was fire about those old sitcoms. About the final episode. What? I was watching a video on the last Digimon Adventure episode when they're all running after the train. Bye, Palmon. Bye. We're gonna miss you, Mimi. I saw a video. I was watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's final episode where all the furniture was gone. 6 years and 6 seasons. Oh my god.
You know, out of all the moments in the Fresh Prince that are cryable moments, I didn't really cry. I cry. I did, but not like I still do on the dad episode. Oh my god. And then to know that monologue that Will gave was off the top.
I learned how to tie my shoes without him. I can get my honeys with him. Fly over them.
Ain't a damn thing I need to do about how to show me how to be a man. Man, I'm telling you. And then because Uncle Phil's just standing there like, letting Will act, and that hug they gave him, that was all real, bro. That wasn't like that's why Will Smith's one of my favorite actors, because his ability to, it's crazy.
And the hug was like actor to actor, congratulating him. Like, and he said,
well, I think actor to actor, like, because Will was really feeling real emotion there. I think he maybe put real feeling into that. And
how come you don't want me, man?
Yeah, like, shit, that's a.
I believe James Avery told him that's acting. That's how you do acting. Something like that.
Yeah, he said. Yeah, he told him that's how you fucking act, boy, or something like that. And he did. And again, Fresh Prince was Will Smith's first time ever acting. He never acted before Fresh Prince. So to come in and you're performing like that on a sitcom.
Yeah, on a sitcom. These dramas don't have better goodbyes. I watched the Grey's Anatomy goodbye with fucking Meredith and Christina Yang, and they just kind of danced and they said goodbye because Christina Yang wanted to leave the show and do other things, because she was in it for like 15 seasons. It was crazy, and she wanted to go. They had a goodbye, and I'm like, okay, that's a goodbye. That's something, but nothing hits like the goodbye from Fresh Prince. When I watch The Boys, I'm pretty sure the goodbye, the final episode, because they are planning to end it. It's not like they're being canceled. There will be a planned goodbye. It won't be as emotional. When I watch John Cena do his final match in December, I know I'm going to cry because I was there episode 1. He looked Kurt Angle. Darius, Kurt Angle is an Olympic gold medalist. He won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. And he said, what brings you? What's the trait that you own? And John Cena said, ruthless aggression. Slapped him in the face. It's been to the ceiling ever since. And now John Cena's having his final match. I'm going to cry. They'll get me.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't make TV like they used to, or moments in TV like that.
That was 2003. The 3 I's: intelligence, integrity. What's the 3rd eye? I don't know.
The 3rd eye is the all-seeing eye. El Dia de Mojo, I think is what it's called. El Dia de Mojo. How do you say it?
Intensity. That's what it was. It was intensity.
The all-seeing eye.
The
3rd
okay.
all-seeing eye.
Lastly, talk about that horror movie that he likes, the weapons movies that you keep talking about. What's the word?
Well, before we get to the big thing, weapons, this kid, it was his first ever, it was his first ever role. The kid that played Alex, he's nominated for an Emmy for, I think, something else, or not first ever role, but first film role. He's nominated for an Emmy, and he's going to show up in Lanterns and Spider Noir. Now, the bigger news with weapons is that the creator and writer is wanting to do a origin story for Aunt Gladys, and I am all here for that because that means more witchcraft, weird shit, and I'm all into that. I'm all into that. Yeah.
The third eye.
Oh yeah, you got to watch out for the third all-seeing eye. That thing's real. That's a real thing.
Hey, anyways, I'm happy Carrie Christopher's first major streaming role is going to be in this new Spider Noir and Lanterns. DC and Marvel.
DC and Marvel, and in the horror world. Aunt Gladys, though, they do a origin story around her again. That could be really great. That could be really great. Really great. I mean, you think about, we did see a lot of the witchcraft and things she performed on people in this film, but we're doing an origin story where she's, could likely really be breaking sticks on people and doing the other shit and wrapping blood and hair and all that. Like, that's some, and you can get even more crazy with some of the possession things that she's making people do. Like when she made Wong headbutt his husband to death, he threw his husband on the ground, headbutted him in the head over and over and over until his head just started crinkling in and falling apart. Imagine the shit you could do with that, with an origin story. Crazy shit. But I want to see cults and witches and like, where is she getting this from? Who taught her? And, all that type of stuff. Is this family? Is it in the, did her mother possess this ability? Does this go back to the Salem witch trials? Are they, Yeah, any type of witch stuff. I'm all for that. Like I said, American Horror Story's best season is season 3. Witches.
Torian suggests calling it Red Wig, but would it be called Aunt Gladys, like something familiar people would know, or Weapons, the series?
Red Wig, I like that one. She does have several in the movie.
Okay. The movie was a successful hit. I saw a statistic like Warner Brothers has another movie which opened with $40 million and no one's made 6 in a row that's done that. Good for them.
They should be proud of Weapons. They really should be. It's great. It's great. I would like for this. I want to feel what everyone else is feeling after this next one. I want to walk out and say, well, thanks for, 2 nights of no sleep.
Look, only a minus 53% drop from Sunday to Monday. That's great.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Bravo, Weapons. Good job, Weapons. The original cast, though, I mean, I'm glad he got who he got, but I think better than Benedict Wong. Fastos, Tyree, he might have been better in that role. He was originally cast for that role. I think he might have actually been better for it. Benedict Wong wasn't bad, but he's playing a gay man and not well. And I think that obviously him being gay would have helped the role.
Authentic casting, like Joe Locke was when Sarah Haley Finn said in that interview, which got her in trouble with, you see that? They're cast based off of your sexual orientation. You see that? She just admitted it.
Yeah, and people were stupid for saying that. Why would you not want someone gay to play Wiccan?
It's really not that much of a restriction. Like,
that makes sense. Yeah. So the next, I pray, I would love it to be Kit Connor that they get to play Teddy. I know it's not going to be Kit Connor, but I think just because of Heartstopper, the relationship that those two have on screen and off screen, I think that'd be great. And he already fits the mold of Teddy. Let him do it.
Okay.
But they also said they work together too much. He said he doesn't want to be on another set with Joel.
Comic Chameleon. It's not until I said it. He says, well, I love Weapons. It wasn't over the top. It wasn't flamboyant. It was pure effing horror. Take me back to the old days while horror was real horror. It's close third to the Exorcist. Really? Some people are saying it's not horror in this chat.
I'm one of those. To me, it was thrilling and it was suspenseful as hell. I can't give it the horror. And again, everybody's horror mileage varies. I just need to be scared, and I'm not.
Oh yeah,
I'm not. But it was good.
Yeah, congratulations on the success, and I hope that the movie industry doesn't die. So good on Warner Brothers for that.
Yay!
Yep.
All the cheers in the background.
No, honestly, because that movie horror, it's way different than Sinners was. It's different than Superman just was. Then Minecraft was a video game movie. These are, they're different.
Yes,
F1.
Professor, give it a shot. Go watch it.
F1 is another one of those. I think they made 500 million because they're actually performing well internationally.
The hell is F1 about?
The Formula One, the driving.
Nah. Final Destination as well. Bloodlines.
Oh, Final Destination was their movie also? That's crazy.
Yeah, they're having a good year. They put oh, never mind. It's not relative to this. I just saw Karate Kid and made me think of that.
Okay, F1 the movie, which came out in June 27. Look, domestically only 179. That's 31% of their box office, but the rest of the world showed up. And this thing is sitting at 573. And it's going to be on Apple. Maybe it already is on Apple, but Warner Brothers acquired it from Apple. They probably cut up a deal where they get a little percentage of it. 573. That is a fucking hit movie. That is a lot of tickets being bought. A lot of people went to the movies to see this. More people than who saw Superman and Fantastic Four. So congratulations. So Damson Idris Antony, our new T'Challa.
Woo!
Just the diversity that Warner Brothers have had this year is great.
It is. It's been great. Is that it on our docket?
Yeah, that's it all.
That's it all. Let me make sure nothing broke.
No call in today. You want to do call in tomorrow or tier ranking tomorrow?
Well, the call-in's only going to take a minute. You talking about on the game?
Nah, I meant like giving a StreamYard link to somebody and saying, chat, talk to us. But if you want to do the game, maybe we'll talk about this offline. Forget it. Let's do it this or that. Let's do the this or that we didn't do yesterday because the super chat came in and I changed topics. Let's ask. Live chat. Cornelius, make sure you're live. Let's ask. Do you prefer Wonder Woman?
The choice is yours. You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that.
Or do you prefer Captain Marvel 2? The sequels, female-led, DC, Marvel, this or that. Wonder Woman 84 came out. It was a day-and-date release, wasn't it? You could buy it on HBO Max. Captain Marvel, that came in the movie theaters. It was a theatrical release. It was also the worst-performing theatrical movie. That's why they're perfect competitors for this or that. So let us know which of these two widely considered bad movies you would rather see for a second time. It's hard for me. They got the Marvels. Okay, it's part of the MCU, right? It's not like DC. The Marvels. The universe is still going. You might see Monica one more time in the Doomsday movie. That was not as bad as people think. The Marvels? Okay. What else are people saying? I dislike both films. I can't choose. Of course. Yeah, they're going to be a difficult choice. I'm thinking now. Captain Marvel? The first one, I thought it was cool. I thought it was likable, but the sequel did kind of stink, but it was fast paced and everything. And I was just like, this is just a movie. It's fine. It's not that trash. I could get through it. I'm good with it. But when I watched Wonder Woman 84, I was like, yeah, this movie's kind of bad. Switching places and doing everything just to include Chris Pine's character. That's why I think I'm going to lean towards. I'll ask you, what do you think?
The Marvels. Not hard for me.
Because one is so bad?
No, because I don't dislike the Marvels as much as everybody else do, but I don't. It's also not like in my top 10, top 5. But I don't dislike it. It's not like blah. It has Dar-Benn is blah. But like I enjoy some of their action sequences, especially when, like I said, they're switching places and when they hone in on it and fight in sequence. The Kamala Khan living room fight I like when, with Photon and phasing through those soldiers. Pretty cool stuff.
Brother Stark has some great logic because Teyana Paris is so fine. Never saw the Marvels. Captain Marvel. I low-key like Marvels. LOL, I never saw Wonder Woman 84. You never saw Wonder Woman. Sorry, Wonder Woman. Sorry, but I cannot watch 84 again. Woof, that was terrible. I only saw Wonder Woman, so neither. The Marvels. I'm going towards the Marvel. Wonder Woman is a grape. Oh, I think I know what you mean by that. So because he switched places with a guy, and because they had a moment, they were in bed together. Wonder Woman. I don't know. I think that's not the intention they were going for. Max Lord, you're endangering yourself and everyone. I need you to give me that stone.
Kal-El, no.
I hear she's doing movies in England right now, and they have to have extra security. It's not like Spider-Man where the fans can wave in and you can wave back. They have extra security because everyone's protesting her. I don't like her.
Kal-El, no. They said that they've been sharing. My Time shared this, and other people are sharing it. It says, for the multiverse to live, Steve has to die, and they're sharing the gift where Steve said in Endgame, "Don't do anything stupid till I get back." And they're saying, "Wait, well, this is Geeky Cast. Wait, so the Steve that went back in time wasn't meant to go back? Is that what happened?" So what are they meaning? And now they're asking, is he going to be the Tony of this saga?
Sounds fun to me. If we can get Steve back, you can hire Chris Evans back. Hey, none of your movies really took off, just like Robert Downey. No one cares about your little love triangle with Dakota Johnson and with Pedro Pascal. The Materialist. What was the movie called? No one cares about that damn movie. Come back to Marvel. We'll pay you more.
Yeah. Come back to Marvel. Come back to Marvel. And I like the Marvels more than anything. Well, more than anything out of those two. Because of the post-credit scene. That post-credit scene, the Marvels, I already saw it before sitting down, but it was, I liked it. It was fun. It's the X-Men, comic accurate Beast. He mentioned Charles. I wonder how big of a role she'll play moving forward. The Marvels. Yay. Haven't seen it since March of whenever that came out, but yay.
You haven't seen it since it came out?
No. I forget about this dumb shit.
But you'll rewatch Superman and you'll check out a movie how many times have you seen Fantastic Four yet?
I've seen Fantastic Four twice.
You think the third time will be in the movies, or will you wait till streaming?
The second time wasn't in the movies.
Okay, so you only saw it once, basically. You paid for it only once.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Paid for it once. And with Superman, I'll see it again when it comes to streaming.
Dog, you can watch it now since you can digitally buy it. On August 15th. But can I say, though, since it's 118 days for Thunderbolts to show up on Disney Plus, what do you think about making also Fantastic Four take 118 days?
What do I think about it?
Will it happen? Or will they say that was a mistake? 90 days. Or will they go, no, 118, that's a good number. Let's make it longer. Let's make it 120.
No. I don't think again, I think they're kind of just there. I think it's literally the SpongeBob meme, like, you know, everybody's running around and the head's on fire. But I think they are also just in front of it. They're like, okay, it is what it is. But I don't think they're going to leave it in the theaters like that. No, I think they get it done. They're okay with it. They're okay with their numbers.
Crazy. So stupid. Shooting themselves in the damn foot. Here's Vontae now proving my point that he got a deal to have Disney Plus for free until November. Finally watch all this Marvel stuff now that I don't have to pay for it. The Marvels was decent.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Darbin is a piece of garbage, but not a bad film, I guess, for its time. Yeah. Now, tomorrow, we are back here, 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, but that's for the Pantheon stream also that day, and that starts at 8:15 Central and Eastern Standard Time. Marcus joins us for that stream from back at the bus. He is live on his channel on Sundays. You can check him out as well. He'll be here tomorrow. Chill and I will be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning will be light on news, probably, because a lot of stuff we'll probably try to save for the Pantheon stream, but we'll again do other things as far as like the tier list or the call-ins and
get in early.
See what we can do. Any final thoughts?
Nah, no more final thoughts.
No. Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry, Wright Sound. I will fix that as well to get you back on here. But yes, everybody. All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for today. You guys always make the streams what they are. Without you guys, they're not shit. But we appreciate you guys coming in and watching and hanging out. The super chats, engaging with us. The people that are watching that don't say anything, we appreciate you just for tuning in every single day. Appreciate you guys. Again, this is month 2 of the Morning Report. We're trying to finish this month out strong on it and finish this year out strong. So go tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come over in the mornings. We do this every morning, Monday through Friday. You can catch those streams. So until next time, my friends, so long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now until we meet again.